What?
ACP, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official DanaJay, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but this is a DJ ski. Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Gangsta.
Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but
This is a DJ
like I'm not
ski.
that dude. Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Gangsta.
Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but
This is a DJ
like I'm not
ski.
that dude. Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Gangsta.
Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but
This is a DJ
like I'm not
ski.
that dude. Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Gangsta.
Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but
This is a DJ
like I'm not
ski.
that dude. Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Gangsta.
Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but
This is a DJ
like I'm not
ski.
that dude. Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Gangsta.
Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but
This is a DJ
like I'm not
ski.
that dude. Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Gangsta.
Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but
This is a DJ
like I'm not
ski.
that dude. Play me like a fool, I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you, say you're still confused, and it's your second time.
Thanks to Grills.
Children. Hey, what's up, girl? What's up, world? By now, y'all know that me and this nigga Kelly was coming, right? In a black Hummer with two guns on the outside. Ghetto thriller, best of both worlds.
Cash money, I'll lift the Birdman. Hyatt Piper from the Rockland clan. To all the players and the hot girls, introducing the best of both worlds. So throw your hands up and represent. This is collabo was heaven sent. So from the clubs to the whip merging into one. Both are from the dark, but now shining like the sun. Different worlds, different blocks, same guns. Nevertheless, they are both made guns. This is a true story of the street life. I walk dark tunnels with no flashlight. So much pain under the shy street light. On my knees praying with all my might. Lord, 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 if you hear me, Lord, 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 please forgive me. Sipping, sipping, sipping on this Hennessy. Joy, joy, joy is what I really need. Sometimes I dream my life is like ice. Sometimes I cry myself to sleep at night. And I can't hold this pain. Heaven, can you shelter me from the rain? Cash money, y'all, it's the Birdman. Riot Piper from the Rockland clan. To all the players and the hot girls, introducing the best of both worlds. So throw your hands up and represent. This is collabo was heaven sent. So from the clubs to the whips to the jeeps, it's little killer tale.
Let's go get it, homie. 10 million of my ghetto soldiers, born and raised in the heart of that node. Helicopters and neighborhood explosions. Slanging cola was the way of high road. Landmines under every neighborhood. Platinum status like a OG should. The police sweating the D-boy hood, but real niggas getting money like they should. Ghetto calls, ghetto stars, ghetto ring, homie. Keep that bling on. And we've been torn by the same thing. Lost our moms and get charged for every fucking thing. It's ghetto history being made. Blowing smoke, got a Maybach Mercedes. Rest in peace to the dead. The worldwide hustlers.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, didn't it all, oh my Lord, didn't it rain, didn't it rain, children, rain all night long, didn't it all, oh my Lord, didn't it rain.
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling. And he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
I might as well just sip some water first right now, because I know this shit about to be hot when I'm about to spit, you feel me? I'm so Baltimore, LA getting wetter than a harbor, so high with Bugatti from my grave, cause my whole city starving. From a cruddy town, front you pounds and rob you. Drag on you, drop a bag when I crash through Mondawmin. So be more, get mellow, sign to Brooklyn. Only God and Pac know the pain that I took in. Y'all watched a while, nigga, we lived a while. Every day is murder for power, no 50 a job. I'm writing murder with no ink on no tails from Irv Gotti. 8B, this a body bust up like John Gotti. Send your spirit to the sky like BWI. Nothing above I except for my eyebrow. From the God, sip the blood of Jesus to wind down. Put an O in your cap, all that cap and dummy. Go and need a book of matches to match with dummy. Swimming in the city, your sin overlapping money. Trumping line, my city gon' need armies and tanks. I bet the bank, these punchlines hit harder than tank. I put my life behind these bars, better grab your shank. I got that work up on the block like Benny Blanks. I'm on the avenue, show me gratitude. Pull up, diamonds dancing like the avenue. You was never there, so you never knew. You know I double up 2 times 2, 410. That's who I'm signed to. It's dummies in my city, we ain't mindful. So no fees, hit it looking from the locals. You pay me half, I front you half for the low. I be in your chick box like I'm UPS. I give a God dick, so you know she blessed. Bust down a lick with Philly niggas like I'm YBS. We dodging bullets every day, how you gon' challenge us? Man don't know me for real, I wrote a letter to Hove. Emery know me for real. Stokey know me for real. Tell him broken the deal. This that Percocet flow with that fentanyl feel. Get money.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bunch of rolling watches, yeah, they on the sun. I be fashion shit as a nigga should. Chopper in the bag, I wish a nigga would. Brandon with me now, I know a nigga good. Straight $500,000 nigga in the hood. Nigga, I just blessed the block with all this bullshit. Nigga, pull up round the way just to talk shit. He trying to show his watch, he think he bustin'. That rolling ain't no Pepsi, that don't cost shit. All my bitches bad and they been bougie. Now my bitch Chanel, she don't like Gucci. Money been long before I heard of Uzi. Pull up to your city just to make a movie. D-Day hear the flame, D-Day with the gang. Bad make the bang, bad make the bang. Flood it out the bezel, flood it out the chain. These niggas acting out just to get a name. That boy been real quiet, I think he on to something. That bitch think she slick, I know she on it.
Yo! What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We back in the saddle. We back in the saddle. Look, I don't got a lot to talk about. Only thing I got to say is the diddler. The guy you see behind me, the diddler. He doing his thing, man. I don't know if he's running. I don't know what's going on. But what I do know is that this dude, this dude is like, I don't know if y'all gonna get me. I don't know if y'all gonna get me. So my question is, can you hear me out there? Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me out there? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Can you hear me out there? I just want to know if you can hear me out there. That's all. That's all I want to know, if you can hear me out there. If y'all can hear me, say what's up, what's up, what's up? Dream Team, what's going on? Hey, Miss Melinda. Hey, T. Glenn. Hey, Big Baby Pernell. Chris Tyree in the building. What up, Faith? What up, Judah? What up, Willie? Miss Virgo, Miss Lady T. Okay. Dream Team far in there. What up, Leah? Y'all can hear me? Good. I got a problem. One of my friends that's dear to me is going through it. She gonna tell me, and I ain't gonna lie, she wrote me a goddamn dissertation about this man right here. She wrote me a dissertation about this man right here.
What y'all wanna do? Wanna be Epstein, sex fiends, raided by the police.
Hold on. One more time.
What y'all wanna do? Wanna be Epstein, sex fiends, raided by the police.
So, she wanted to confront me about that dude. And she said, I believe he innocent and this and this. If you believe that the diddler is innocent, this ain't the live you want to see. This ain't the live that you want to see. And the reason why I say that is because y'all know I don't play around, man. You know, I don't play around. Now, it kills me because there's some people that said they want to see R. Kelly locked up and saying, oh, I don't believe Diddy did it. But these the same folks that looked at R. Kelly indictment and said, oh yeah, he guilty, lock him up. Hold on. But then you got some folks that say, R. Kelly ain't do it. That's going around saying, yeah, lock Diddy up. Then you got that third that's like, we just here for the show. Check this out. If you want to donate to the channel, the box with a $sign in it, you go ahead and hit that. Nothing too great, nothing too small. Whenever you send to us, we appreciate it all. Also, I'm going to say this. If you want to hit the Cash App, you go ahead. I split that with my channel anyway. The Cash App is $OfficialDanaJay. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Mama Mary. Hey, Leah. Darlene Williams, what's up? Judah J in the building. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this clearly. I hear all arguments. Hits Digital Radio in the building. What's going on? What are you doing? Thumbnail? What thumbnail? Because somebody just sent me that. So I said I'm going to throw it up on my back. Let me, hold on. Let me find out folks out there stealing my folks' thumbnails. Hold on. We ain't going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this. If y'all see somebody else's thumbnail, don't take their thumbnail and send it to me. Don't do that. We don't do stealing over here. And I'm glad my bro said something about it. I'm glad Hit said something about it. So I'm going to change this right now. Right now. That's why I'm like, when he's like, thumbnail, like, what you doing with my thumbnail? Huh? Shoo! Hold on. Which one you talking about? We ain't gonna do that. Let me see, hold on. That's an R. Kelly joint. That's one thing I don't do. I don't play those type of games. So for the person that sent me that thumbnail, you know we're gonna have this talk when I get off this junk, right? So I'm gonna replace that with this one right here. Nah, Faith, it was somebody over here that did it. Somebody sent it to me and was like, yo, this joint hot. I was like, yeah. They was like, yo, I just got it off. But they ain't say where they got it from. See, you never know who's in Dana J chat. And on top of that, that's my brother Hits Digital Radio, better known as Dre. So when you doing stuff and my brother hit me with stuff like this and then stuff like that and then he hit me with this, hey bro, what are you doing with my thumbnail? That kind of got to me. So now I'm going to change both thumbnails. Both of them. So I'm going to get into that before I get into this content. One thing we don't do over here is stealing from nothing. We don't do that. And I will say this. If somebody got something that they want me to shuffle with, I shuffle with it. But when it's coming from somewhere else, anything you send to me from this point on, I'm going to question. That's just me. And I'm going to fact check, double check. I'm going to do all that. Because I just don't play them type of games. So, what I'm going to do is because I'm a man of my word, and I am a man of valor and a man of standard, and I don't play crazy games, I believe in doing the right thing. Something that a lot of people on the internet should practice. Hold on. And I'm like, jeez. I'm glad he caught me before I took off. Because if he, boy. All right, let's see. Open. Good. There we go. Change both. Good. There we go. Because I don't play them games. Because I live in the same way. Like, yo, what the fuck going on? What's going on with this shit? Got my shit. What you got going on, nigga? All right, there we go. So, what's the link? You caught me on a day when I don't have no link. But I got a call-in number. My call-in number is simple. Nope. I'm going to create a link. Hold on. Let me create a link real quick. Interview on. All right, here we go. There we go. There we go. It's pinned at the top of the chat box, Dre. Excuse me. So while Drake get ready to come up, I'm having some fun. What's up, TT? So, like I'm saying, this brother has been going through some things. Hold on. Did you get it, Dre? Yo, y'all be asking some of the wrong questions. Oh. I don't even know why I use this one today. All right, here we go. So, like I said, while I'm waiting for Dre. All right, cool. While I'm waiting for Dre, you know, I'm going to talk about it. Lately, y'all been seeing the... Hey, TT, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for the 50 piece. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it here, man, because folks got to understand the dynamics of what's going on. Everybody have an opinion when it comes to brother love, right? You don't know who he want to be, or he don't know who he want to be. 1 minute is Diddy, 1 minute is Puffy, 1 minute is Sean Combs, next minute is brother love. However, he reinvents himself when he feels as though it's not working. Hold on. Copy link. There you go. I'm sorry. My bad. There it goes. Replaced and pinned. There we go. There we go. Diddy have always reinvented himself. And the way he reinvented himself is just how he do. That's who he is. That brother reinvents himself at a drop of a dime. But what we didn't know was a lot of things that's been going on. And that's not for everybody to know everybody's business. Sometimes you have people who's open about their stuff. Sometimes you don't. Now, it's some things that I have in my arsenal that I'm going to talk about tonight that's going to be crazy. And I mean crazy. Miss Lady T, I pinned it up to the top. I didn't need you to re-put it. Got you. I got you, Miss Lady T. So, for some reason, hold on. Call the number right there, Dre. 470-278-8301. So, I heard his name was Puff Daddy, then he changed to P. Diddy. Yeah. Yeah. However, Diddy is a man of many faces. And what people got to understand is that what we are watching is a movie. We're watching the double standard of a two-tier justice system. My question is, why was R. Kelly not able to walk around while they got their indictments and all this other stuff? But Diddy was. I told y'all, I believe that whole plane situation. And when people said that he wasn't on a plane, well, no shirt, hat, same plane. I'm just saying. Is Diddy being treated differently? That's a question. That's the first question. Because I got a whole rack of commentary. So, is Diddy being treated differently? Why would Diddy be able to do things that nobody else was able to do? The question is this right here. Diddy hold on, he said what? The tattoo on his back says a lot about him. I don't know, Lil. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. So, what up, Gemini Don? I see it too. And Gemini Don said, Dana, what's up? Hold on. Dana, what up? As expected, I noticed the hypocrisy. Some saying, don't bring a black man down. Diddy innocent until proven guilty. Yet with Kells, he's guilty. The hypocrisy really irks me. Facts. Facts. So my thing is, how is it that Diddy is innocent until proven guilty, but everybody else is guilty until proven innocent? These are things that nobody is talking about. And as y'all know, I'm kind of waiting for Dre to chime in, you know, so that way me and Dre can chop it up. But it's weird. It's weird. And when I see stuff like that, it kind of bothers me. It kind of bothers me because this lets me know that if you are in a secret protected group, certain things don't abide to you, or you don't follow by certain things. You know what I mean? And that's not cool. So, first things first, let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. First things first. Oh, they ain't gonna let me read the full story, but the headlines is Sean Combs' Ern Hall rape accuser claims she was a minor during alleged assault, right? And it says, in an amended lawsuit, the woman stated she was 16 years old the night of the alleged assault. Then it says, a woman who accused Sean Combs and singer-songwriter Ern Hall of raping her after an MCA Records party in 1990 filed an amended complaint today, complaining for the first time that she was 16 years old the night of the alleged assault. Sheesh. Let's go to this content real quick. Come on, man. Now, at this moment, and we're going to listen to a mob boss and Diddy's former lawyer speak as everybody else is listening to it. This is tough news right here. I seen it on this platform, so I snatched it. Let them know that I was grabbing it. Gave me the nod, so check it out.
Mark, where is your shockometer on this? Well, I'll tell you, it's quite a flex. It is a shock. You know, I've known Sean for decades, or at least over a decade. I've represented him, and I will tell you, it's a shocking turn of events. You know, I've heard a lot of speculation. It has to do with Cassie. It's got to do with Little Rod. I would venture to say, based on doing this for over 40 years, this is warp speed when it comes to the federal government. I mean, they are known for moving at a glacial pace, and, you know, coming on the heels of the lawsuit and the settlement and Little Rod's filing and things like that. It's just, that's what stuns me, at least, is that it was done this quickly, if in fact that is what triggered the interest of law enforcement.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ahmad Shakur. This is the latest update on Diddy. So his alleged mule has been arrested, and also Rodney Jones's lawsuit has been amended. Now he's added someone to the lawsuit, and someone else has a declaration in there, and they're supposedly willing to cooperate. Let's get into it. 25-year-old Brendan Paul was named in Jones's lawsuit as the alleged mule for Diddy. Now, he was arrested by Miami-Dade police yesterday at around 4:30 p.m. They were working in conjunction with Homeland Security agents, and they were at the Opa-locka airport, where Diddy was on a private jet separate from the rest of his party, and he was sitting there waiting for some of them to show up. Well, Brendan was arrested for having Coca-Cola and grass on his person. Okay, please pay attention. Diddy was supposedly waiting on the rest of his entourage, who had apparently been stopped and were being questioned by agents. Okay, they caught him right in the nick of time because he was about to be up out of here, leaving his sons to hold the bag. He had his entourage with him, but not his own children. Okay, but we shouldn't be surprised because remember, Rodney Jones said in his lawsuit that when Diddy was threatening him, one of the things he said was that if it got in the way of him getting what he wanted, he would take out his own mother. And he said, so what do you think I'll do to you? So yeah, we shouldn't be surprised at all that he threw his own kids under the bus. Now, Jones also listed Cuba Gooding Jr. in the lawsuit as someone who had harassed him and basically said that he groped him on a yacht and all of that, and he thought Diddy was trying to pass him off to him. Well, now he's officially named Cuba Gooding Jr. as a defendant in the case, accusing him of assaulting him. Okay, so please pay attention. Ethiopia Habitamariam, who is the former CEO of Motown and also a friend of Diddy's, who was also named in the lawsuit as a defendant because Rodney Jones said that she was one of the people who was supposed to be, basically enabling Diddy in his nefariousness, and that she was supposed to be making sure there was no underage people at the parties and that no one was having anything slipped in their drinks and all of that. But of course, she didn't do any of it. And in fact, she was also coming to Diddy's home, according to Jones, and she would disappear into the room with him for hours. Okay, the same thing he said about Lucian Grange. But nonetheless, now it looks like she's jumped ship. Because in the amended lawsuit that was done yesterday, it says Declaration of Ethiopia Habitamariam. She says, I have personal knowledge of the facts set forth hereto, which are known by me to be true and correct, and if called upon to testify as a witness, I could and would competently testify thereto. So clearly she's willing to snitch. Okay, yeah, this is all going real wrong, real quick for Diddy. Also, I think that Diddy was trying to throw the agents off because he was clearly playing a game of cat and mouse and, trying to send them on a wild goose chase. Because TMZ tracked his private jet to the Caribbean, to Antigua yesterday. Now, we know that it landed there and he wasn't on it. Of course, he was in Miami. But
Man, listen, somebody sent it to me, was like, yo, but I got this joint off the internet. I was like, why? They were like, I Googled it. I was like, well, send it to me, shoot. Then when I see you say, yo, that's my thumbnail, I'm like, hold on, bro, wait a minute.
Yeah, it just shocked me. I'm like, he can't know that he got my thumbnail up there.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
But it's all good.
But I ain't know. And when you said it, I was like, man, do I get that yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay?
Did you feel it?
So what you think about this Diddy thing, man?
Oh, he's out of here.
Oh, you think so?
He's out of here, man. It's over. He's done.
So let me ask you this. Do you think it's a hypocrisy of the way they let him play around?
I think what they're doing is trying to use him because they don't want to bring down the real people that's involved. They don't, you know what I'm saying, the Clive Davises, you know what I'm saying, and only God knows who else. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think
he might end up like Epstein and just disappear?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because there's no way he's coming back to America. No way possible. He's not coming back here.
Well, some folks say that he's here, some folks say that he wasn't on a jet to Antigua, but what I'm looking at says something different.
He's somewhere, but he ain't here. I can almost guarantee you that he's not here because now he's worried. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The last thing he wants, because since they got into the house and ran that play, now the next time they show up, he's going.
Well, here's my thing.
He's not even gonna take that chance.
So you think that he's gonna pull a Russell Simmons?
He's gonna have to, or he's gonna pull a Epstein and disappear. They're gonna be saying, Sean Combs has passed away. You know what I'm saying? plane crash or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, but what about his kids though?
His kids don't know where he at.
Oh man,
they don't all know.
I'm gonna ask you this:
do you think he's really gonna take a chance on going to trial?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If he's innocent, he should.
But do you think he's innocent?
Does
anybody watching you right now think that this man is innocent?
No. You know, I know he's not innocent. So it's just that the stuff that's coming out and the stuff that's being camouflaged is weird. Like when it came to Rob, they bamboozled everything. It's like they just made up stuff and then put stuff on top of stuff. But with this dude, it's like they're trying to liquidate stuff. Like, why?
What do you mean when you say liquidate?
It's like they trying to smooth over the stuff that he's actually done and downplay all the stuff that, you know, people are showing that he done. Matter of fact, even with the receipts for that little rod have and shown, and people are saying, I still got to see if he did it or not. What?
No, them people trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, just in case he squeezes his way through this and actually comes out okay. But the chances of that is very slim. With all of the evidence and all of the hundreds of hours of video that Lil Rod got, there's no way.
Yo,
there's no way.
Dre, when I say now that's crazy because he got everything.
Yeah.
And then for your chief of staff to turn around and say, oh, I ain't signing for this. I tell you everything you need to know. I tell you where the bodies are buried. I say, oh boy. That's the scary part.
It's over. It's over, man. I hate to say it, you know, take that. It's done. No Diddy. He's done.
Somebody in the chat said he ain't going to jail. Get ready for it.
Yeah. I don't see him going to jail. He's not going to let himself slip into the situation Rob got slipped into. He's not going to do it,
man.
This man was close to a billionaire with all kind of connections and ties. Rob never had that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And never had the money that this dude had. And the connections, man. It's not possible for him to go to jail. He gonna bring everybody else down. They're not gonna let that happen.
So you think that he would really? Well, I'm not gonna say you think because Diddy will tell it all. But I'm just saying, like, dude, you did the crime. Just do the time.
Yeah, right. Do you think that man, with all that he done, his whole legacy and all of that, you really think he's going to sit in somebody's jail? No. I don't think so. And that's just my opinion.
So I
don't know if your listeners think different, but I don't see it, man.
Right.
I don't see it.
I don't see it neither.
Come on, because think about it this way. If they can serve Russell Simmons
and Bali.
Come on, man. Do you think this man is going to escape? No. And he's not going to trial neither. He's not going to trial.
Oh, you don't think he's going to go to trial?
Absolutely not. That's how you get caught up.
Oh, man.
No. He's not going to trial.
So let me ask you this, Dre. What you think about Rob appeals? Are you think he going to dance on these appeals?
Do I think he going to what?
Dance. Are you think he going to, are you think everything going to be overturned?
I don't know, man. I don't know, because it was a mission to get him. They let a lot of people lie, all that kind of stuff. So it was a mission put in place. And basically, just off the fact of they looked at it like arrogance, that he was like, hey, y'all didn't give me 30 years ago, forget it.
Right.
And I think it pissed them off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see them letting him go. It would be a blessing if they did, but I don't see it happening.
Man,
it would be nice to see this nigga get another chance.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves another chance if they done repented and they're gonna do right now. You deserve another chance.
Right.
If God can give you another chance, then damn the people. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it would be nice, but I just don't see it.
Oh, you don't see them really trying to let Rob out?
No. It'd be an act of God, in my opinion.
And that's the bad part that I see, because it's like they have just like you said, but they got an orchestrated agenda to grab him. But for Brother Love, it's like they letting him skate and dance and do whatever he want. But what I'm actually thinking is that it's a lot of murders that's going to come up if he take this to trial.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, he's tied to at least about 3 or 4.
You say 3 or 4? I say 6.
Well, I hope not. I hope we both of them.
I say 6.
He's tied to quite a bit.
Right. I say 6. I say he tied to 6 definite murders, and I say about 3 attempt murders.
Let's say allegedly.
Yeah. You're right. Allegedly, you're right. You're right about that.
Allegedly, but he done too much. Every time I see a nigga do this, and I know they done too much, it makes me go back to that Minister Society movie, right? where Kane at the end, he was talking as they was showing the clips of him stomping dude out.
Yep.
And all the stuff that he was doing, and then he even said himself, he had done too much.
Yep.
Those are the people that get caught eventually.
Man. I'm just looking at it like, yo, when the real story come out about Kim Porter, woo-wee, that's going to rock a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. But that's going to make him look like a demon, though.
That part. And then the thing I didn't understand is, why the twins with Kimora instead of with him?
Say it again?
Why are the twins with Kimora Lee instead of with him?
Oh, because, well, what I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, that they kind of started feeling like the stuff that he was doing was true. What everybody was saying. But Kim Porter was cool with Kimora, so she probably told Kimora, hey, anything happen to me, take these kids, you know what I'm saying? At least my girls.
Right.
The boys, the boys wasn't gonna ride out on Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
I think Quincy is working with the feds. I think him and Al B. Shore is working with the feds, allegedly.
Yeah, I can see that. Allegedly.
And because Quincy is just a little too under angry.
Yeah. As he should be.
Matter of fact, and like I told somebody yesterday, like, yo, I don't care who it is, man. If I find out that a dude that's not even my real dad terminated my mama, bro.
Right.
I don't care if it's an alleged, I don't care if it's a lie. Bro, I'm stepping to you about that.
Right. I gotta hit you in the head.
Right. I don't care.
I'm hitting you in the head.
Right. And then it's like, if too many people was coming from the avenue but I don't know each other, but they all saying the same thing? Nah, man. I'm gonna be plotting how to get you up out of here.
Right. Right.
Because at the end of the day, that's my mama, bro.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
So
but I think he's gonna pull a. I think he's gonna pull a Epstein.
So you think it's gonna happen sooner or later?
Well, he's gonna try to see what information that they actually have after this house raid. But if you really think about it, he's not gonna know that. They're just gonna pick him up. You see what I'm saying? Because they done already ran the first place, so there's no need to give any other information out before they try to grab him, because they know he's gonna ride out. So they probably gonna play it cool for a minute, let him get comfortable, come on back over here, so he can start Diddy dancing, and they catch his ass somewhere and he's out of here.
Listen, I seen him at the party on Monday. That Diddy dancing gone, bro. Anytime he looked like a stone hermit. Anytime Flavor Flav had bad chicks walking past him, he ain't blink, he ain't move, he just sat there. And I was like, yo,
yeah.
Something ain't
That's
right
how
with this.
he was nervous, though. He was nervous. You could see him looking behind him.
Nervous for what, though?
Checking everybody and watching everybody. That's fear.
But if you innocent, what is that to be nervous about?
But that's the thing, man. He's not innocent. Nigga's not innocent, man.
I keep driving at home for a reason. For the people that talk about, oh, Diddy being set up, this and this and this and this. Do I think it's a conspiracy? I do. And I'm going to tell you why I say I think it's a conspiracy. I think they let him do this so long to the point where he felt invincible. That's the conspiracy. They should have been got him.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest. When they knew Shine was lying for him, that's when they should have grabbed him.
Yeah, real talk.
J-Lo did 14 hours. And if you notice, she changed her name after that, and she wasn't J-Lo from the block no more.
Here's my theory. And this is just my theory.
Okay.
I'd love to see what the comments are saying, but they couldn't get him then because they're worried about the people over him. He's answering to somebody else too, because he was groomed coming in. You see what I'm saying? They already insinuating that he was getting pounded out by Clive Davis, allegedly.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Dre, hold on, Dre. Hold on, Dre. Let's go here. Is this the first time, the second time, the third time, or the fourth time you heard that story?
Yeah, it's about the 10th time.
Exactly. And it's by a different person.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you.
You going to let Clive go down?
Boy, if Clive don't go down, then that means you got to get go. Then that means Quincy going.
That means probably a lot of people are going, and that's what they're trying to avoid. That's why he's not showing up in no trial. I guarantee you that. He will not be in nobody's trial. He's figuring out how to get out of here like Russell Simmons. No, real talk. He's trying to figure out where he can go that what just happened to Russell, him getting served in Bali. He's trying to figure out where can he go that he won't get served.
Well, the thing is, what our country don't have an extradition?
I mean,
that's the problem. No, I'm going to tell you why. There's none now. Because the only one country, but that didn't have an extradition law, has now joined NATO. So now, they got an extradition law. And it's going to go through NATO if he go there.
Oh, well, good luck to him. Like I say, I don't think there's no way out of this but pull a Epstein.
And then it's like, man, like, yo, this is bad, bro. I thought Rob's stuff was bad, but this is bad.
Oh, this is 100 times worse. 100 times worse.
Because then if you go pull Clive Davis, then you know what's going to be uncovered. The Whitney Houston murder. Man, it's, oh my God. Okay, let me ask you this, Dre. Do you think the music industry as we know it is over?
Yeah. As far as people who are doing things that they think they've been hiding, yeah, it's over. It's over for them. It's over for them. All of them are gonna get caught up.
So when the gatekeepers go, right? Do you think there's going to be? Do you think that behavior is going to be tolerated from anybody else?
No, because too many people are doing it that got to get caught. Did you hear the thing about Tom Cruise? That he be like what's the word I can use on here?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, taking advantage of fish. Have you heard that story?
What?
This man is assaulting fish.
That's bestiality, bro.
Dude, I'll send you the link later. But what he does is, different places he at. You go there, and you go to the fish market. And they say, his security waits outside. A couple of them wait outside, a couple of them go in with him. And he don't even want them to totally, like, package up the fish for him to take it with him. He just say, just wrap it up in some paper towels. Then he takes it to the bathroom, abuses the fish, and just tosses it off into the corner somewhere and rolls out. And he do this on a regular.
That's bestiality.
This whole Hollywood music industry is sinister. All of it is. All of it is. You just saw the little fat dude from Nickelodeon, the you know what I'm saying, that you dig, they just put him on.
Man.
And showed all the goofy shit he was doing. Dude, all of this stuff is messed up.
Listen, man. I'm
gonna do a show on the Tom Cruise. I'm gonna do a show on the Tom Cruise.
Man, I'm coming over to watch that, but ooh, like how can you? It's a fish.
Yeah, a fish.
A dead fish.
And it's some kind of specific fish that's like its mouth be like coming off of its face and sucking it, like it's sucking. So he takes that fish and gets sucked off and then go about his business. And they say he be so antsy trying to get the fish, like he about to have a nervous breakdown.
Wow. Wow. This is worse than Hugh Hefner.
So business is sinister.
This is worse than. So okay, watch this. I know Tom Cruise and was on an ankle monitor for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And for messing with our kids. So now that they getting the Nickelodeon folks and all these folks, why nobody is saying anything to the dude, but that's over top of Disney? And the one that's supposed to have stepped down and then sold Disney, and now all of a sudden he's back as the head man in charge of Disney, Robert Orr?
Right. I don't know. Maybe he's next. I don't know.
Nah, but they already got him, but they can't charge him for nothing else.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, man.
But they gave him a slap on the wrist, and they gave him a what is it? A closed meeting, but I'm about to say ceremony. But they gave him a closed meeting where they told him that he got 8 months of on a home confinement.
Ain't that about a bit?
So I'm just trying to figure out, like this is weird. Like, I'm happy with filming and the way I'm filming and not being part of that craziness. I don't know what I'd do if I'm sitting in Hollywood and somebody say, yo, I got a role for you, yo, but I got to do this, and this to you.
Right.
Y'all gonna be seeing me on the news.
Right.
Hollywood actor gone rogue. And you know they're gonna change the narrative. Yeah. Hollywood actor gone rogue. and we found steroids on him, and he just zapped out. No, I ain't zapped out. I'm telling you.
Just be careful. Just be careful.
And then it's like, I love
the casting couch is real.
Huh?
The casting couch is real.
Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. But that's why I'm skeptical about it. And it's like, folks like, Dana, talk to this agent. Nah, I ain't talking to that nigga, but I see who his clientele is. And that's my thing now. I'm doing my just due on my next agent, bro.
Right. Yeah.
I am not.
You gotta have your ducks in a row, man, and you gotta do this thing with integrity.
Right.
You can't just be going for anything. You know what I'm saying? As you move up in that field.
So what you think about Katt? Oh, go ahead, Dre. I'm sorry, my fault.
No, go ahead. What you was about to say about Katt?
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask you, what you think about Katt Williams, man?
I mean, he sat on Club Shay and told the truth.
And for Ice Cube to come back out and back him and then go at Jay-Z the way he doing, I'm like, yo, this is weird, bro.
You think Shay is gay?
Oh, no!
Do you think he's gay?
Oh, Dre, you gonna put me on the spot like that, yo?
No, I'm serious. Do you think he's gay?
Oh, yeah! I'm gonna be honest. I think he a little curious.
Nah, curious my ass. That nigga is suspect.
I think he a little curious, and I'm gonna tell you why. Certain mannerisms men don't do.
Right.
So I'm just like.
But men also don't take a little nigga that's clearly homosexual to basketball games with him either.
Wait a minute. Can I throw in a towel?
Hey man.
Wait.
You know that little dude is not supposed. Talking about that's his stylist. Man, get out of here. Most real niggas going to basketball games, they take their chick.
Right.
You know that.
And I never seen him with a chick.
But you sitting up here with this little nigga that's clearly homosexual, has a history of homosexuality, but you're straight and y'all hanging out all the time? Get out of here, man. Ain't nobody doing that.
Man.
Ain't nobody doing that.
Oh.
Be real.
Oh, Lord, like.
You be real. I doing that.
Hey Dre, that's his homeboy in them.
I bet it is. I bet it is. The homeboy, his stylist, but he got on jewelry like he played football for about 13, 14 years.
Listen, Dre, and Brother Love's voice. Meek Mill, when you gonna come party with me? Hey man, and you did party. No, I said when you gonna party with me.
Right. And look, Meek Mill need to be ashamed of himself to lay on the side of that pool with his butt in the air, exhausted, and let this man call him daddy and say, you did that, daddy.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Meek Mill was a little hurt. And you know, his
butt hurt.
But he had to toot it up to get that little thing, but I got the audio.
Man.
I threw up,
bro.
Bro.
Audio where he supposed to have been moaning or something?
Yeah. I got the audio.
See, I don't even want to hear that, because then I'll be convinced that he's been had.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro. I'm going to send you the audio, bro. I got the audio. That's definitely him and Diddy.
God bless the music industry and Hollywood, because they're going to need it.
That's definitely him and Diddy. And
Tom Cruise is screwing fish out here. Come on, man. Pay attention.
That's weird. Screwing fish.
Wait Wait till I see that. I'm gonna send you the whole show that I saw. You ain't gonna believe it?
Yo, I thought Vanessa Del Rio was weird.
Man, look.
Because when I seen her screw a horse, I said, ain't no man touching that, bro.
And that man into Scientology. What does anybody know about Scientology?
Nothing.
What do you know?
Nothing.
Nobody knows anything. You just know they out here running some evil stuff. That's it. That's all you know.
Man,
but you don't even know what it is for real. But when you see this Tom Cruise thing, you're gonna know then. And they say the little white dude mean too. Mean to his people and all that.
Yeah. Dre, matter of fact, can you hear the playback?
Yeah, I should be able to if you could.
Alright, hold on. Cause I'm about to grab this. Hold on for a second. Watch this. Hold on.
Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button.
Please hit that like button.
And go over to His Digital Radio and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hits Digital Radio.
Do it now.
He said, do it now.
Do it now. I'm back. Do it now.
Hold on, because I got so many tabs that I'm going to play like this. Yo, wait till you hear this. You're going to be like, what? Let's see. Because when I heard this, I was like, yo, this is nasty, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's horrible.
When I heard it, I was like, this is bad.
Mm-hmm. And did you see that Young Miami is in the updated?
Oh, I got the paperwork. Oh, I got it.
Man, she is so foul.
I got it. I mean, as a groomer, I got a whole nother respect for her.
Oh my God! And she was doing the mule thing too.
Yep.
Come on, man, he's crazy.
All right, here we go, Dre. Hold on.
Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that ass, nigga.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but, like, everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like, when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich. So I'm finna put the squeeze on and get me a
fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that ass, nigga.
Oh my God.
all the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked.
Oh, man.
The craziest thing happened yesterday as Meek Mill was hearing some buzz about him being...
Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that ass, nigga.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like,
I can't even listen to that no more. Matter of fact, I might have to get off of here.
Hey, Dre, I'm going to send it to you, bro.
That can't be Meek Mill. How you know it's him?
Yo, you ain't... Listen to his voice, yo.
The craziest thing happened yesterday as Meek Mill was hearing some...
Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that ass, nigga.
All the champagne was spiked, son.
That is horrible, man.
Yo, and then the funny part is the dude
The
that
craziest thing
recorded it,
happened
right?
yesterday as Meek Mill was hearing some buzz...
Matter of fact, for the dude that recorded it, he's telling you what happened. And he said, yo, I was hearing shit, or I thought I was, but he said Diddy rich, and Diddy just started going in overdrive. Matter of fact, watch. Hold on. Here we
The
go.
craziest thing happened yesterday.
Hold on, he gonna tell it all.
Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that ass. All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich, so I'm finna put the squeeze on and get me. Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that.
Yo.
Oh my God, man.
We have been in some wild places, bro. But this shit tops the cake, bro.
Yeah, basically. That's just too much right there. That is horrible.
Like, I just, Dre, I don't know, like, it seemed like it really seemed like that they went after Rob to try to cover for Diddy. And because if you look at it, everybody that's in Diddy's situation replaces somebody in Rob's situation.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Carisha, that's Lisa Van Allen.
Right.
If you look at for the girl that turned state or the one that turned feds, that's Cheryl Mack.
Mm.
If you sit back and look at it like that, and I literally sat back and analyzed everything. I said, Cassie is Azriel. It's like everybody is like right there. Like, this is weird, bro.
I think that's the system on how it's ran. I think that's just how it's ran. So it's like, however this person had it set up, it's like a script, that they got to run because you got to have people to put these things in place. So I just think that's the way that it goes.
Right. Then they talking about, Rob had John Doe's. Well, Diddy, and we know Diddy really had John Doe's. But these niggas that talking about they John Doe's against Rob, like, really? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, man.
Really?
The music industry in Hollywood is crumbling.
And I'm going to say this, and I can be wrong. And I ain't saying allegedly, this is me. I think, and I believe, when they took Ern Hall's style and persona and put it on Robert and they built him up to be the sex symbol, I believe then that they knew that they was going to use Robert and for all that he got and then take it from him and then put him to the sideways and then make him look like the fall guy for music. And because they thought people was going to throw Robert away and that Robert wasn't going to be able to get Bon Jean or nothing like that, and everybody's coming back in spite of all the hate, now they like, shit. And we got to really pull something off because Bon Jean is up in federal court shooting motherfuckers.
Right.
Let's go get Brother Love. Okay, if we go get Brother Love, and he gonna snitch.
Right.
Now what? Clive Davis, are you willing to take that walk? Hell no.
No, he's not going nowhere, sir. I can guarantee you that.
Quincy Jones, are you ready to take that walk? Hell no.
He ain't going nowhere either. None of them are going nowhere.
Thank you so much, Darlene, for the super stickers. Thank you so much. But did you hear what Omarion said yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Bro, he broke silence, bro.
What'd he say?
I damn near cried.
What'd he say?
He told the whole play.
With what's his face?
With Diddy and Chris Stokes. And he said that's why he wasn't really saying nothing, because they kept saying Chris Stokes. He said, oh no. Diddy showed Chris Stokes how to do it. And he couldn't understand why they was doing that to them and they cool ass brothers.
Send me that. I want to hear that.
Cool. I'm going to definitely send you that too.
But you know who's about to come out?
Oh, Lord. Hold on. Let me brace myself. Who?
Listeners, just brace yourself. But then think about it. The next person that's going to come out is going to be Usher's protege. Who is that, Dana?
Usher protege? CB?
Who?
Hold on. Usher protege?
Who he brung in the game and sent him to Diddy.
Oh, but he already talking.
No. He's going to come all the way out.
No. His father threatened Diddy yesterday.
What did he say?
His father told him plain and simple. But his father said, listen, I'm praying for you. In the name of Jesus, I'm praying for you. But if I ever see you on the street and you slap me, make sure that Jesus is there to help you. Because when you slap me and my other side, what he say, once you slap me and that second cheek start itching, you don't got nowhere to go. And I'm saying to myself, why are you saying some stuff like that and then grabbing your butt? Like,
did he say that?
Man, everybody was playing it last night.
Oh, I gotta see that.
But I'm gonna send it to you. But as soon as I get off this live, but I'm gonna send it to you, man, because this is wild.
Yeah, man. But man, I'm about to get off of here. Hold on. But I'll definitely get up with you tomorrow.
All right, cool. Matter of fact, I can tell sis I said what's going on and oh, Dre, hold on. Matter of fact, make sure you get at me too, cause somebody asked me today, do I know somebody to cater? So yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
All right,
man.
All right, bro. Man, that's none other than Dre from Public Announcement. He goes by the channel Hits Digital Radio. Go over there, like, share, subscribe, please. Go like, share, subscribe, please. And thank you so much for everybody that donated so far, Miss Darlene, all that. See, you never know. See, that's why sometimes it don't pay to have a format. Because if you have a format, it get thrown out. And I'm glad that, Dre came and shared some light about some things. But we going to look at some things right now. And we going to look at some things and some of this stuff ain't good. Watch this.
Prior to that, Sunday and Monday, it was taken off from Sacramento Executive Airport Sunday evening around 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then landed at Palm Springs International Airport about an hour later. After that, it took off from Palm Springs, okay? And then it was about 30 minutes later, around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it was in the LA area, and around 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Monday, the jet took off from Van Nuys Airport and landed at some point in Antigua. So why was this plane constantly on the go? Why was it moving around so much? Like I said, because Diddy was trying to throw them off his scent. Okay, please pay attention.
Several of you have been writing me, asking me about the legal ramifications surrounding Puffy, Sean P. Diddy, or whatever name you want to give him. Folks, I've had law enforcement into my homes throughout the years with search warrants, but there was never nothing of that magnitude. Now let me tell you about search warrants. So first of all, in order to get a search warrant, you better have some very good evidence of what you're looking for and the reason that you're looking for. Because you need a judge to sign. Now, I believe that in this case, because it was in Los Angeles and Miami, okay, and I'm not sure about New York, but you would have needed two judges to sign off on search warrants. One judge here in Los Angeles and a judge in Florida. These are very serious charges if they become charges. Now, currently they're not charges, okay? They're only allegations. Now, I can't say whether they're true or not true because I was not there. But there's a lot of scuttlebutt going on social media platforms in reference to this. It's a big subject. It's on everybody's mind. So, as far as search warrants go, this is human trafficking. That's definitely going to get the attention of the feds. Now, this is Homeland Security, which handles human trafficking. As you all know, it's a very serious crime in today's world. I would only hope that maybe perhaps it is wrong. Okay, maybe there's nothing there. But, from having this kind of evidence to get that kind of a search warrant, then they are very strong in what they have. And I would predict that if they found any evidence at all at any of his homes and they took out a lot of stuff, there's going to be criminal charges coming. And why a young man with his life in front of him and done so well, very creative and artistic individual, how he messed up his life. It's really a shame. But folks, I wanted to give you that information. I hope it helps you a little bit. And thank you very much.
At this time, he has to figure out the same thing that he left everyone else having to figure out in life. He has to be able to have the strength to move on and find some kind of faith somewhere. He's in trouble.
Did you ever have an experience, Mark, where you saw that somebody was given males or females to have with that were given through the company?
No, there was a such thing as like a casting couch type of thing, but that's the same thing as in the movie industry, and that's just people who are willing to do certain things. But it was never pressure, and you had to do this in order to be a part of the movement. If you can talk to someone crazy, you can do crazy things to a person. So you don't actually have to see people do crazy things to people. You can just listen to the way they talk to them. Does he do people any way he feels, and he doesn't have to answer to anyone or anything in life? Yes, he's that kind of person. And that's something that he had plenty of time to change in his life, but as a result, it's coming back on him.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that.
Listen, they are not playing with Diddy. They ain't playing with him. And folks can try to downplay it, but they ain't playing with him at all. Now, for some people to tell me, oh, but I ain't find nothing. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me when I tell you this. Listen to me, Linda, when I tell you this. Hold on. I don't know why my stuff moving slow. Check this out. Check this out. Inside Sean Diddy Combs' $40 million LA home with 8 bedrooms, right? With 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and an underwater tunnel as property is raided by Homeland Security as part of sex trafficking probe. Hold on. Inside Sean Diddy Combs' $40 million LA home with 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and an underwater tunnel as property is raided by Homeland Security as part of sex trafficking probe. What do you need an underwater tunnel for? You know what I mean? It says, much like every other home in the upscale Los Angeles neighborhood of Holmby Hills, extravagance and extreme wealth conforms it to the surrounding area. But the $40 million mansion, owned by rapper, producer, and entrepreneur Sean Diddy Combs, is currently the focus of rather more than an episode of MTV Cribs. On Monday, federal Homeland Security investigation agents and other law enforcement descended on the property as part of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation. Combs, 54, who is facing mounting sexual harassment and rape lawsuits, was nowhere to be seen as agents combed through his homes in Los Angeles and Miami, removing boxes and bags of evidence. So when people say, oh, they don't got nothing, boxes means more than one, and bags mean more than one, means plural. Fans may well have already seen the property's vast interiors and exteriors, with the father of 7 previously sharing regular Instagram posts from the Holmby Hills residence he bought in 2014. Right? So it says the European-style villa has about 17,000 square feet of living space. Jesus. 17,000 square feet of living space. And there's an accompanying 3,000 square foot guest house. Good God. The sprawling grounds cover 1 acre and boast a lagoon-style swimming pool with a grotto connected by an underwater swimming tunnel, according to the Los Angeles Times. Inside the home includes 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, a 35-seat theater, and its very own fitness studio, the subject of many posts shared by Combs. Elsewhere, there's a separate spa house with an accompanying steam room, and according to TMZ, a massage room and beauty salon. Diddy has also shared posts from the property's enormous kitchen, complete with gleaming metallic surfaces and glass-fronted cupboards. A police line was set up around the Los Angeles house, where at least 2 men were put in handcuffs following the arrival of Homeland Security on Monday. Armed agents from the Department of Homeland Security entered luxury properties on both East and West Coast of the United States with video footage showing helicopters circling overhead. The agents who were wearing vests gathered in the home's backyard near the pool. Multiple officers were seen carrying bags and boxes of evidence to a van with assistance from police dogs. And y'all saying they ain't getting nothing out of there? Oh, they got a lot out of there, man. They got a lot out of there. They got a whole lot out of there. If they carrying stuff like that, they got a whole lot out of there. Hit that like button, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. They got a whole lot out of there. So, I'm going to play this next clip from Night and Day Talk Media, another group that I rock with. And I want y'all to really pay attention to this. Y'all know that Linnell is crazy and she gonna say some things that you ain't gonna like because I didn't like some of the stuff that she was saying. But watch this.
Let's go back to Andre. So he abused Diddy. So Diddy abused his power with other people, making the band and such. But this guy, he had a woman he said he loved, she come up dead. You got the kids. You got daughters of your own. I'll tell you what Albie Sure told me yesterday. He said when you start worshiping false gods, internet gods and shit, real God will show up and show you who the fuck he is. I think anybody, and men, you know, there are women predators as well. There are women rapists and sexual molesters as well. But 90% of all that shit is you men. Men are broken all over the United States of America and Europe. If men weren't broken, we wouldn't have the wars that we have. We wouldn't settle things the way we do. We wouldn't rob and steal. We wouldn't. I would never understand. I think it's a sickness, mental, narcissists, and people who drink their own Kool-Aid and believe they're God, think they can't be touched. R. Kelly, him, Epstein. But with all the women in the world, and after being a father, R. Kelly and Diddy, and I don't think Epstein had no kids, to even think about with minors or abusing women the way that they do, it just goes to show you.
See, this is why I sit here in my gown and stuff like this. And because I'm a regular motherfucker, I don't drink the Kool-Aid. I don't believe none of this
Hollywood hype. I don't work for the system. I work for you motherfuckers. Y'all is the ones who built my career. Y'all is the ones who helped me eat. Not these moves. That didn't do it. It was you guys. The music industry is a different animal. I get it. But I think, you know, first of all, shout out to Cassie for starting this whole motherfucking ball roll. I do not understand people who sit by and watch people abuse people. I do not understand people who help people abuse people. All the people who work with R. Kelly to fly these girls to them. All these people who work with Diddy. Let me tell you something. Even Andre Harrell. When you have somebody that's trying to get a job, let's go way back to when you have somebody that's trying to get a job and you make them do unnecessary shit that has nothing to do with the job, like run 18 blocks to give you a piece of fucking cheesecake. Let's go back to Andre. So he abused Diddy. So Diddy abused his power by other people, making the band and such. But this motherfucker's got, he had a woman he said he loved, she come up dead. You got the kids. You got daughters of your own. And you want to slap around bitches, and you guys want to piss on bitches, and do disgusting shit to bitches, and exploit bitches, take pictures, embarrass people, and stuff like that. What is that? You men are broken. You men are broken. You want to abuse your power over somebody. You think you're better than people. You got daughters you can own. You want somebody smacking your daughters around and pissing on your daughters and mentally abusing them and talking shit to them? Let me tell you something. I got one motherfucking daughter. One child in my life, my daughter. And I pity the fool that would ever do anything to mentally abuse, verbally abuse, let alone physically abuse my child. I die for mine. And I don't understand men, from the priests in the church to the pastors to everybody who has a fetish is fine, but now when it comes to kids and abusing women and shit like that, you like feet, you like feet. You like jelly rubbed on your dick, that's what you like, whatever. Grown, consensual freak shit, fine. But when it comes to abusing people and children and all this kind of shit, you deserve whatever. If you get God's wrath, you can only ride your little superior wave for so long. And then God's gonna open up the motherfucking and fall over there, and that's what's happening. Everybody's shit is getting called out. All your nasty, dirty Hollywood bullshit that y'all been doing for years and shit is all coming to an end. It may not end in my lifetime. But we're definitely putting the kibosh on all your little nasty, dirty shit. Let's stand on business and do our business and quit being nasty motherfuckers. It's disgusting. Right, the industry, that's right, Cindy. That's why I've only, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If somebody said, I give you $1 million, Lunel, if you let me pee in your mouth, I'll give you $1 million and I give you this late night show you want. No deal. First of all, I've already made $1 million the legitimate way. I don't need no fast money like that. I'll earn my shit. I'm not participating, standing by watching, helping nobody, keeping no secrets. If I see something, I'm saying something. When I was abused myself in my life, I said something. I told immediately. I didn't sit on shit for 20 years. Nobody helped me. Nobody rescued me. Nobody, protected me. But I told. And if I see a motherfucker doing something to somebody, I'm telling. I don't give a if it's on the job. I wouldn't give a fuck. There's nothing that keep me silent.
Right, sis?
If I see some shit, nothing. So, people are so thirsty for money and fame that they sit down and let shit like this happen. They don't want to lose their job. Get another fucking job. I get to fly around with Diddy if I tell that he had 5 bitches on the plane under 18 years old. I'm gonna lose my job. Lose it. You a punk bitch if you keeping secrets about people being abused. Now, I didn't know anything about any sex trafficking. I just thought he was an asshole. Which is unfortunate because we do love the motherfucking music. Just like R. Kelly's music, we still love it. But, I don't play it. If it come on the radio, I listen to it. I don't stream it. I don't buy it. I don't play it. I don't support it. If it come on the radio, I might still bop or whatever like that. But I didn't know anything about no sex trafficking, Diddy. All I knew was that you're mean and even mean to kill. And I know things. I know a couple things. And I don't know how people do things to people and then they sleep that night. If I kicked a dog, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Not my thing. I don't like cocky motherfuckers. People that are too cocky, I'm suspect. If you drink the Kool-Aid, you think your shit don't stink. You think you're better than somebody. You treat people mean. I saw a video yesterday of Diddy with this little white girl. Beautiful Quincy was in the background as well. And she was saying that she was walking down the street and Diddy stopped and picked her up and said, you want to come and play at my house? And she went and he adopted her and she called him daddy. I saw some weird ass video like that yesterday. And I was like, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know, Yogi. I don't know. Because Shakim seemed like she had better sense than that. It's the first time a motherfucker give me a red flag, I'm out. I'm a runner. I'm a track star. I see something weird. Weird? I'll block you immediately and hopefully you haven't been to my house. I'll change codes. I'll do... Yeah. Well, there's this homo thug mentality of mothers that like to get their dick sucked, like to suck, but they don't really want nobody to know because they want to keep perpetrating the fraud of being this macho guy, macho alpha male, record executive, get bitches, live the life on the boat and all that kind of stuff I show every now and then. I got a hankering to put it in my mouth. Say that. Do that. Become clean, be honest, say that. I met a guy the other day, beautiful brother. I was like, I had bridged the question because I thought he was just gay. And I said, well, what is it about pussy that y'all don't like? What is it? Because us as women, we don't know. Are you scared of it? Do you not like the way pussy look? Do you not like the way See, smell, because it's also a different taste. What is it about that you don't like? And this guy told me straight up, he said he liked men and women. He's just a sexual motherfucker. I appreciate that honesty more than somebody trying to play daddy and man of the house and Mr. Macho Man, but you sneak around and suck dicks and shit. They had on The View the other day, Whoopi Goldberg, and then raised the question, do women really need men? And I know Whoopi, so I called her, I left a message. I said, yes, we still need men, but where are the men? We don't need pedophiles, we don't need alcoholics, we don't need mentally abused motherfuckers that continue to hurt people, we don't need down low motherfuckers not being honest, we don't need emotionally hurt people. They daddy didn't love them, so now you take it out on bitches. We don't need that. Because she knows a lot. Carisha, please. What about Diddy's mother? Where is she this morning? She's obsessed with that son of hers. As a lot of mothers are, which is a little bit of the problem. She's obsessed with her son, and he with her. I wouldn't wish this on any mother, to have her son indicted, or have her son have the feds roll up. I wouldn't wish this. I don't wish this on Diddy's mother at all. It must be heartbreaking, especially when it seems like your shit may be crumbling. Yeah. And so we're trying to figure out, did he say, look, kids, there's a $5 million in the safe. I gotta go. I'm out. I love you. But it doesn't, it would not behoove y'all to come with me because daddy's about to go on the run. Take that money, do what you gotta do. I'm out, I'll be in touch. Because he couldn't take him with him, I guess. But now you gone play and your kid's in handcuffs for something that you motherfucker did. Did the kids know what was going on? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think, even if you had a father and he was doing vile shit, I don't think that the kids know. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't know, that they don't know things. But I still would be deeply, deeply disappointed in myself and her if I went on the run and I look and my kids is in handcuffs in my driveway. And where's the twins? Who is in charge of the girls? Where's the girls? I just been running off with the mama. Let me look and see what y'all talk about. Is your twins just with the mama? Yeah, Val, it is. It's terrible. Where's Kimora? Kimora knows a lot too. Because Kimora was fucking Kim's best friend. These are mysteries that we have yet to see what unfolds, right? Where is Diddy? Are they gonna put him in cuffs like they put his kids in cuffs to detain him? Where's the Diddy perp walk picture? Where's that? Well, Albie, you know, I talked to him yesterday and he is highly upset, of course, and has been through his own trauma and should have been dead as well. The things had to play it outright the way that certain people wanted them to play outright, Diddy. Al was on his last leg. He's here by the grace of God. If he never sings another note, it's still okay because he's a miracle producing genius.
She's telling it all.
And he got standards. You understand? Maybe not always, because he was a young little Thundercat, and we know that, but he was the last one from Bad Boys still living. Kimora, Albie. That's who you need to talk to. And Cassie. Are those testimonies and stuff she gave, are those sealed? Yeah, there's a lot of people still not exposed that are still got these secret ass lives. Y'all love them so motherfucking much. I learned my lesson. You know, this shit ain't new. You go back to James Brown, motherfucking David Ruffin used to slap bitches around like it wasn't shit. That's grown ain't no better than youth. The youth is horrendous. Grown women in a disgusting way is horrendous. You men are broken. I said it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Nice, good, clean, honest, hardworking, heterosexual guys are very, very hard to come by these days. Oh, but see, Jaguar, my friend, that's another one. You can tell when a person is making up something and when a person is standing on business because they don't fucking blink, they look you straight in the eye, and they say what they say. Jaguar ain't stuttered, ain't bit her motherfucking tongue about none of it. They could be mad, and she blowing the whistle on them, they could be mad, but right is right and wrong is wrong, and if you see something, say something, that's all she did. Yes, lots of celebrities think they're above the motherfucking law because they live behind the gate, they don't deal with... Do you know how many white actors you love that don't even deal with black people unless they're at work? They have parties. You can see them on the ground. They ain't got no black people at their party in their house. A lot of people feel like they can get away with a lot of shit because they got money. I've had both, and I remain the same. Money don't do nothing for you but make you comfortable, or it should not do nothing for you but make you comfortable and make you be able to do things for your family and your friends. But it should not be a thing that you dangle over people's heads to try to manipulate them and do things and shit like that. I don't give a fuck about a rich motherfucker. Probably why I never had one. I like hardwood. My ex-husband was an electrician. But these athletes and all this shit and this superiority shit and here, bitch, I'm gonna marry your pretty ass. I'm gonna put you in this pretty house. I'm gonna give you all the Birkin bags and Louis Vuitton that you want, but I really want to your sister. And guess what? Bitches go for that. You be like, well, I'll just turn my head and if she don't complain, it's okay. Don't my Birkin bag look good? Oh my God, did you see this bracelet that he got me? Yeah, you can sneak in my sister's room sometime at night. Bitches are selling your soul, and the men is looking with me. He is getting what he deserved. Let's just throw Eric Holder in there just for shits and giggles. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I just hate the bitch, and he's getting what he deserved. And all them Epstein, not all of them, some of them get what they deserve. The Quiet on the Set, pedophile, Disney, Nickelodeon mothers is getting what they deserve. The Lord is a coming. Bill Cosby, I was riding with Bill until the deposition. And in the deposition, he did admit that he used to drug bitches. Why? You may as well go to the morgue and corpse. Because rendering a woman unconscious and then having sex with her unconscious is only a heartbeat away from being a necrophiliac. What is a necrophiliac? A necrophiliac is somebody who has sex with dead people. So you're Bill Cosby, you're a beautifully built man, you're rich, you're black, you're successful, you can knock any hoe that you want to, and you want to drug bitches and let her sleep. Come here, you got enough education, enough money, that you could have left that motherfucker in the dust, and I love Bill Cosby. I still watch the Cosby Show. I met him, I flew on a plane with him, I've been at a book signing with him, I like Bill Cosby. But what they do in the dark, honey, is what fuckers doing in the dark. I really wish that I would get love in my life one more time before I get up out of here. But you can't trust, no.
I'm sitting up there running my mouth and the thing was muted. I said, Linnell is up there telling what she know, how she know, and what she know. This is weird. This is weird. Now, when I tell y'all a lot of things have a lot of symbolism and stuff together, We talking about Diddy, right? Cool. And we talking about Diddy. And people are saying Sean Carter, right? The reason why they saying Sean Carter is because it all starts here. It all starts here. It all starts here. And I'm not going to read it because I done read this like 3 times already. So I'm just going to speed up a little bit. Speed it up a little bit. Speed up a little bit. But as I speed it up and look at this, look at the key players. Line 15. The defendants Harvey Weinstein, Sean Carter, Jeffrey Epstein, represented in this action as defendant number 1, the 1953 trust, conspired together and with other defendants to illegally transact a purchase agreement giving them ownership of plaintiff number 1, while she was a minor child residing in the state of Illinois at approximately age 5 or 6 years old in the custody of her parents, plaintiffs 2 and 3, with the intent of committing criminal sexual acts against the plaintiff as a child and throughout the course of her entire life. So hold on. Let's find out who plaintiffs 2 and 3 is. Plaintiff 2 is Harvey Weinstein. Plaintiff 3 is who? Sean Carter. When I keep telling y'all, hold on, am I muted? Y'all saying I'm muted, but can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? However, hold on, am I muted? Like, what's going on? But okay, cool. So when you look at this, you see this set it off for everybody. And if you notice, it got everybody in here, right? So Jay-Z thought he got rid of this, but he didn't, which spawns over into everybody getting separate indictments, right? So with these separate indictments, golly, man. With these separate indictments, Mr. Combs with underage female sex worker. So we gonna find out who one of the hot sex workers are. Okay? We gonna find out who one of the hot sex workers are. Now, this lady right here, they saying is the equivalent to Ghislaine Maxwell. They're trying to call Diddy Jeff Epstein, which we know how this is going to work. We know how this is going to go, right? This is the guy that they just locked up. This is the guy right here that they just locked up. While Carisha is over here trying to act like she have no worry in the world, there's a reason why she should be worried. There's a reason why Miss Carisha should be worried. This number of paperwork. Look at this. 12 cause of action. Defendant Jane Doe number 1, Young Miami's cousin. 13 cause of action. IIED for sexual assault. 14th cause of action. Knowing beneficiary and a sex trafficking venture in violation of the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. 18 USC 1591. Right? (15) cause of action, obstruction of the enforcement of the Trafficking Victim Protection Act, 18 USC 1591, against defendants Lucian Charles Grange, Ethiopian Habitatorium, Motown Records, Love Records, and Universal Music Group. Right? So, what I want to jump to real quick is something quick. And the quick thing is this right here. The part of the indictment that most people ain't see because it's been amended is right here. California and Florida and around the country relying on the mail, email, social media, text messages, and WhatsApp messages to distribute interstate wires to disseminate the misleading information described herein, as well as to receive profits from the artists, creatives, musicians, and producers from their forced solicitation of sex workers and the solicitation of sexual encounters with prostitutes, sex workers, and minors, and the purchasing and distribution of illegal firearms and drugs. Each of these acts was undertaken with the knowledge and approval of all other defendants in furtherance of the goals of their conspiracy. Robin Greenhill, the accountant, would ensure the wiring, funds transfer, or cash payments to sex workers. Frankie Santella, Moy Baum, Brandon Paul, and KK would also be responsible for ensuring payment to sex workers in cash. Young Miami, Jade, and Daphne Joy were paid a monthly fee to work as Mr. Combs' sex workers and receive payment via wire transfer from Robin Greenhill, which outlined defendant's ongoing criminal operation. Oh my God. So now that explains why JT was falling back from Young Miami. Hold on. Says right here. Sex workers in Mr. Jones' bed the morning after being drugged. And you see the pictures. Let's see if I can bring that up a little bit. There you go. On another occasion in Miami, Florida, on Thanksgiving night of 2022, Mr. Combs asked Mr. Jones and DeForest Taylor to enter the studio bathroom. He asked them for a $100 bill because he wanted them to do cocaine with him. Mr. Jones was scared, but luckily he didn't have a $100 bill, so Mr. Combs waited a little later to do coke with Young Miami. Later that evening, he required Mr. Jones to solicit sex workers from Booby Trap on the river, located at 3615 Northwest South River Drive, Miami, Florida, 33142. Mr. Jones did so, and Mr. Combs forced him to engage in unsolicited sex acts with these workers. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is like beyond anything that you can ever imagine. So now Young Miami is doing coke with Diddy. Why, Carisha? Why? But I want y'all to hear what Amarion got to say. And before I send this over to Dre, because I know Dre this going to be bad. But check this out.
Well, I mean, he claimed that he was by Chris Stokes and everything else like that.
Right. You know, the way that he responds to certain things, something traumatic has definitely happened. So.
Me and Boo was in a room together. Chris Stokes put us in a room together and made us do stuff together.
That's what they do. That's how they move. But I tell you right now, let somebody do that to my kid, I will blast their brains out in broad daylight.
Omarion just joined the chat on the growing rumors that Diddy will be prosecuted for his alleged SA crimes, and Omarion is now spilling the tea on the widespread SA of young male artists in the industry, including the infamous allegations made by B2K member Raz B against Chris Stokes. Meanwhile, viral theory is spreading online about Chris Stokes being part of something called the Boule, a rumored branch of the Illuminati that Diddy
Well, I mean, he claimed that he was by Chris Stokes and everything else like that.
Right. You know, the way that he responds to certain things, something traumatic has definitely happened. So.
Me and Boo was in a room together. Chris Stokes put us in a room together and made us do stuff together.
That's what they do. That's how they move. But I tell you right now, let somebody do that to my kid, I will blast their brains out in broad daylight.
Omarion just joined the chat on the growing rumors that Diddy will be prosecuted for his alleged SA crimes, and Omarion is now spilling the tea on the widespread SA of young male artists in the industry, including the infamous allegations made by B2K member Raz B against Chris Stokes. Meanwhile, viral theory is spreading online about Chris Stokes being part of something called the Boule, a rumored branch of the Illuminati that Diddy is also allegedly part of. According to this theory, powerful men who are part of this society perform ritual SA on boys and young men, and word on the street is that these rituals are rampant in the music industry. But what exactly does Omarion know about these rumored rituals? Did Chris Stokes and Diddy really victimize B2K members? Let's break it down.
After that, we were able to get him in a better place, you know, where he felt comfortable.
The never-ending saga about Diddy being a real-life demon and deviant just took another disturbing turn after Omarion reportedly decided to speak out about the SA that B2K members allegedly suffered at the hands of Chris Stokes and Diddy. Now, in case you're not familiar with Chris Stokes, he's a former record executive and the brains behind the Ultimate Group record label, whose roster included big names like B2K, Omarion, Janae Aiko, and Marcus Houston. Now, let's rewind the clock to 2007 for a bit of context. One of the B2K members, Demario Rasby Thornton, who just so happens to be Chris's cousin, dropped a bombshell accusation, claiming he was essayed by both Chris and Marcus Houston when he was just 11 or 12. According to Rasby, the alleged essay took place when Chris was managing B2K. Raz also shared a video of a deeply unsettling conversation with former label mate, Quentin Tarver, where they laid bare graphic horror stories about the alleged essay by both Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes. At one particularly distressing point, Quentin recounted an incident where Marcus Houston allegedly essayed him, while Chris Stokes stayed on the bed and watched the attack happen.
I laid there on the floor. Chris was on the bed. Marcus was right there next to me. He tried to penetrate me. And then I told him I was bleeding. I said, it hurts. Wow, what the fuck? It hurt, dude. It hurt. It hurt me. I'm a kid. So he was like telling me that it's okay. I was like, okay. It's okay. You put it in my hole, bro. Yeah, we might. With Chris laying on the bed, watching with the big polo, teddy bear, and the big pillows on the bed. Now watch.
According to Quentin, this harrowing attack took place in Chris's bedroom, and then Rasby chimed in, vividly describing the setting and claiming that he too was essayed in that very same bedroom.
This stuff is disturbing. This stuff is disturbing. But what I'm about to do, I'm about to play Andrew Wyatt, man. He about to drop a bombshell. The 3 secrets the media is hiding from you about Diddy's investigation. Let's hear what Andrew have to say. Let's go.
Indeed, we got back on the podcast. I don't know how many times it's been on here, but the brother's like family now.
Yeah.
We got Andrew Wyatt back on the podcast. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you, Ogar. Thank you, Sam, man. It's good to see y'all this morning. It's always a pleasure to come on your podcast and your platform because it reached millions of people, and you guys are very informative. So thank you just for providing a message and a place for people like us to come on and talk about issues of the day, issues that ultimately will affect our families.
Pleasure is ours, brother. Glad to do it.
Absolutely. So yeah, let's dive right into this, man.
Right.
We see, this Diddy situation is escalated to a whole nother level now, where they raided his 2 homes now. There's been a whole bunch of other speculation. They allegedly arrested his drug mule. Just take us back, man, to where you heard it. And we obviously talked about this a couple of months ago when you came on to the platform, but give us your bird's eye, perspective about what's going on with this case, if you can.
Look, we predicted it on this platform. This was a platform that said it was going to all happen, and we sort of, which that just lets you know the blessing of you guys and the blessing of the knowledge that that comes with what I do. You see it because you lived it, and you try to advise people of what's going to happen, because what you have to understand is that the lawyers that they have, they're not there to clean up your image or create a narrative in the public space. They're there to file motions and keep the meter running and try to get things thrown out that they know have no chance of being thrown out of court. A judge is not going to dismiss a civil suit. A judge is not going to do any of those things. But as it relates to Mr. Combs, they're trying to label him as the Black Jeffrey Epstein. When you really think about it, and you really look at the facts of it, to send Homeland Security investigative team and to implement, guys with armored trucks and SWAT team guys on 2 different coasts, it says to me that someone within his who's filing these civil charges against him is cooperating with the federal government. So basically they had some reason.
Hold on for a second, y'all. Over on Twitter, I see my guy. Over there. Doug Anton, what's going on? Doug says, sounds like a reach, my friend. A whole conspiracy from day one. You are a smart man, but that's a tough one. These folks live a life of excess that everyone wants to be a part of but can't handle. That is so true. Doug, this will be a conversation that I would love to have with you on the air, man, because you are one of the best lawyers out there, bro. And I always say I give you flowers, hands down. I wish Rob would have only dealt with you and Bon Jean, and that would have been a great thing. If Rob would have dealt with you and Bon Jean, that would have been a great situation. Man, because you have gotten so many people walk free because you've proven so many things in the courthouse. I will say this. If they can prove it, Doug, it's going to be crazy. If they can prove it, it's going to be crazy. Shout out to Miss Shamika from K&S Exotic Fragrances. Y'all go over there and get Miss Shamika from K&S Exotic Fragrances. But Doug, I would love to pick your brain when it comes to this, man, because this is weird. And they came tough with this. But what I think, and I'm going to be honest with you, Doug, I think they have enough evidence on him, and because of who's talking to them and with them. But let's go ahead and watch this. Check it out.
Some motive to say we have probable cause here to execute a search warrant. And what people have to understand with a search warrant, it gives a person, when it's signed by the magistrate, it gives the authorities, an assignment to search for certain things. They can't go digging up the yard. They can't go in certain rooms and search for things, but they're searching for certain things that's going to elevate their claims, their alleged allegations against you. And so what it tells me is that someone who's suing him civilly have said, look, there's information in his homes, i.e. it could be tapes, it could be sex tapes or whatever. It could be stuff in recording studios in the home, laptops, you name it, that might have some evidence. But what I want the public to understand is that doesn't mean that he's guilty of anything. What I see what Mr. Combs has to do now from a strategy standpoint, he has to rewrite the narrative. And the narrative is not going to be rewritten on mainstream media. They're done with you. He had to just sell his shares in Revolt TV. We talked about why he had to step down as chairman from his entities on your show some months ago, because his employees were not going to be insured anymore. So he doesn't have insurance coverage, liability policies that can protect him, that can provide an umbrella for him. So right now he has to figure out, all right, I don't have Revolt TV no more. That's not going to be a platform that I can use. What they were able to do, and what people have to understand with Homeland Security is what you see in the airport, TSA. That falls under Homeland Security. Their whole modus operandi is to restrict you from being able to move. They're trying to find enough evidence to say, let's restrict this person from being able to get on a private jet, from being able to get on a yacht, from being able to have access to capital. That's the purpose of Homeland Security. And as I tried to warn Robert Kelly, when Robert Kelly and I talked, and his people reached out to me when the allegations first surfaced, and he was trying to do everything. He released a 20-minute recording saying, "I'm not Bill Cosby." I never forget that. But his team still reached out to me, and they said, "Well, can you talk with him?" And my advice I gave them, I said, "Look, he has to start changing his image right now. Every lawyer in America is going to tell you, my job is not to change your image. My job is to work in the courtroom." So they don't care about what narrative is being written out here. They don't care about the frequency being turned up, because as the frequency is being turned up, you're going to need them more and more. And Robert, I said to one of his advisors who reached out to me, now he pled guilty for calling the movie theater and inciting a riot, saying that a bomb was going to go off Don Russell. Don Russell got on the phone with me and said, "Look, here's Robert's number. Can you talk to him?" I told Robert, I said, if you don't reshape the image right now and get those two women out of the Trump Towers where you're staying, they're going to come for you, because now you're painting the image as yourself being a black Hugh Hefner. If Hugh Hefner had to move the original Playboy Mansion from Chicago to LA, what makes you think you could be Hugh Hefner in Chicago? A white man had to leave Chicago. That's where the Playboy Mansion was created. So right now it's the same formula, because first off, Bill Cosby became the litmus test. How to turn up the volume and turn up the frequency with no facts, proof, or evidence of anything. I know it's mere speculation. We hear people in the recording industry say, well, hey, Diddy is this guy. We hear Mace talking about it. We hear all of these artists who are angry with him because, you know, of their publishings and other things. So they're going to come out with their own narrative. They have their own platform, and they have millions of followers who are going to take on their anger. But what I'm saying to people, we have to be careful about, you know, promoting or endorsing what's happening to Sean Combs right now. Because what they're doing, when they detained his sons and put them in handcuffs, look, they were no threat to anyone. But when we on social media and these social media enthusiasts out here who are armchair quarterbacks, and they want to get out here and incite something or talk about what they know with no proof, facts, or truth. They haven't had one alleged accuser, one witness on their show, and they want to talk about, oh no, he did it. Right. We have to be careful about that, because now we're giving them a license to go into any black neighborhood and black community and just mistreat us. If they could go into some of the most, one of the most affluent communities in Miami and LA and bring armored trucks to this black man's home, and they haven't provided any evidence and proof, we just hear speculation. And we have to also remember that the district that's doing this, the Southern District of New York, the same district that came after R. Kelly, the same district that took down Trump. Now they're coming after Diddy, the same district for Jeffrey Epstein. Wow. However, what I want to remind people of, when they raided Mar-a-Lago, they didn't detain anyone. That's right, not far from Diddy in Miami. And what we have to understand that Mr. Combs has to do right now, he cannot sit back idle and say, well, I'm going to put it in the hands of my attorney. No, you're a vocal person. I'm not saying for you to go out there, but you got to have surrogates right now to come out and plead your case. But here's the problem. When they see the federal government involved, that's to isolate you from people who would normally come out and support you, because now they're fearful that you're going to start talking because you're going to become afraid. So now this is a way to go after the Jay-Z's of the world. You go after everybody in that circle, everybody who has come to that home. And we talked about it on this show. None of this would be happening to Mr. Combs if he had never sued Ciroc.
We talked about it.
We did.
You brought it up yesterday. Let me ask you this, Mr. Wyatt. So we've seen since Cassie put her lawsuit in, I think it was around Thanksgiving or so. We were talking about that window that they had to hit, and it was around Thanksgiving that Thursday.
Yeah, the look back window that closed.
Yeah. We see that bombshell get dropped, and ever since then, the media, like you were just alluding to, public perception has absolutely crushed Diddy. How influential was that? How influential was the media and the narratives being spun about this man in Homeland Security going into his houses in Miami and LA a couple days ago? Did that have any influence on them doing that?
Yes, it did. It had the same. It was the same influence with Mr. Cosby. When you think about it, 2014, they put their art collection on loan to the Smithsonian. We're all at the event, and the AP sits down with him and Mrs. Cosby, and they bring up these alleged allegations. If you remember, when they brought those allegations up, you have to go back and do the research. What was the biggest event going on at that time in America that captivated the world? It was Ferguson, Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It was Mike Brown. They were able to bring a surge, mainstream media, with women flooding Bill Cosby, Mr. Cosby, saying that he raped and drugged me. And a writer for Philly magazine, Bob Hubert, goes on CNN and say, do not let Mike Brown, Ferguson, nor the holidays take Bill Cosby out of the news. Fast forward. Look at what's happening to Mr. Combs. We had a bridge that was wrecked and lives were destroyed in Baltimore, the Key Bridge, torn down. Yeah. We had an independent candidate for president, Robert Kennedy Jr., announcing his VP candidate out of Oakland, Ms. Shanahan. We had all of these things going on where Donald Trump, a gag order was announced on him yesterday for his upcoming trial on April 15th. But what media said, do not take Sean Combs out of the news. As soon as they did those stories, they went back to having reporters stacked outside his Miami and LA home. The whole job, the media is doing their job, is as Malcolm X said, the media has the ability to make the innocent guilty and the guilty innocent. That's the power of the media. When they want to put their foot on the gas pedal, they don't have to let it up, because there's a message that goes out. All of the media entities work together. Although they're competitors, they work together. I can tell you firsthand knowledge, we're in the courtroom for Mr. Cosby's trial, and NBC is telling ABC, and CBS and the New York Times is telling the Washington Post, okay, you talk about this, we're going to talk about that. No, don't you write about this, we're going to write about that. And they all will huddle up in circles. Wow. I reported a young lady from the New York Times. I called the New York Times, her boss at the New York Times, because she said on her social media page, she said, to all my journalism friends, meet me at this coffee shop in New York City, and we're going to turn Donald Trump into Bill Cosby.
Wow. Wow.
That's the influence of the media. I worked in the business. I worked for ABC and Fox. I did 12 years in the business. They used to have us go out and set people up. They would tell us how to turn up the frequency. They would, if we got an exclusive interview, that's all the media wants now. A network wants an exclusive interview with a Diddy. The same way I tried the day that Robert Kelly was getting ready to do the interview with Gayle King. I tried to stop it.
Yeah.
I called everybody in his camp trying to stop it, because what did they make him look like? When he stood up in rage and anger, he looked like the Black Gorilla.
Like a fool. Yep.
And what did she do? Miss King sat there as if she was like terrified. Oh my God, he's going to jump on me. He's going to beat me. What Mr. Combs cannot do, he can't go to mainstream. He has to come to a show like Hip Hop Uncensored. You got to go back to the people.
Right.
That's the mistake that these individuals make.
Yeah.
See, your agents and your managers and all of the people around you, when you're riding that wave, they tell you to stay away from grassroots media entities and podcasts like yours.
Wow.
They tell you that you're not allowed to give an interview. They're not allowed to give an interview to any of you guys. They're saying that will hurt your brand.
Wow.
They're going to kill your brand off because the whole objective is to control you and control your brand. I'm telling you, I have the only formula. That's why I say it's not about me two, it's about us two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this formula that I have, we were the litmus test, tried, true, and tested on what errors to make and what errors not to make. There was no book for me to go to and say, okay, what should I do? It was all trial and error. Yes, a lot of mistakes were made, but when you have never seen anything like that before. So what I had to go back to the Cosbys, Mr. and Mrs. Cosby, and say to both of them, look, mainstream media will never be your friend anymore. That's done.
Mm-hmm.
They have gotten all of the miles that they want to get out of you. And what I related it to, I said, it's like renting a car from Enterprise. When Enterprise, you could have a long-term rental, but when they see that car reaching, you have to report and check in, and you have to renew your rental every other week or every 2 weeks or every month. When they see that car reaching 30,000 miles, no, we got to switch you out and bring you in.
Yep.
You know, so the media, you reached your mileage with mainstream media. And when they see a Black man trying to control the culture with Revolt TV and is doing a hell of a job of controlling the culture and putting our narratives out here, and then you have certain podcasters or influencers, they're becoming guests on Revolt TV. When you hire Mara Schivacampo to run your news division at Revolt TV, who was with ABC News, and she was a dear friend of mine. I had her to host an event for me that I did in Baton Rouge for the Southern Christian Leadership Conference over 10 years ago. Okay. And brought in Ava DuVernay and some other people. She hosted that for me when she was at ABC News. Okay, you're making power moves.
Yep.
But let's talk about Nickelodeon. Let's talk about Dan Snyder. Okay, where's Homeland Security investigative team with that issue? Where's the Southern District of New York with that right now?
Right.
How is it that you utilize Diddy to circumvent that storyline? Why? Because Diddy doesn't have the money that NBC, CBS, and ABC has. He doesn't have the resources that Disney has. ABC owns Disney, ESPN. Okay, CBS. Look at all the shows, Viacom. See, right now, Nickelodeon was in the hot seat. What did they start doing? They started pulling clips of Diddy on Nickelodeon. It was one infamous clip that they pulled where he was sitting along poolside, and they came to him, the white guys come to him on how to get the girl or something. That just came out last week. What Mr. Combs has to do is humanize himself with grassroots media entities. And if I ever, I think the fear for having me on the team is that you have so many of these attorneys who say, whoa, if he comes in, he's going to watch what we're doing. He's going to watch the meter. He's going to say, no, that's not the strategy you should be doing right now. The strategy that I was able to do with the Cosbys was say, no, let me hire your attorneys.
Right.
Let me oversee not only the legal team, I'm overseeing everything. Now everybody has a hub to report in. I'm like, no, your job is to go out right now, and you're to go out here and humanize your client. Because right now your client has been dehumanized, which is my client.
Right.
So what Mr. Combs has to do, he's no longer Diddy. See, they want to remind people of Diddy. Diddy is the party animal.
Yeah.
Diddy is the guy that promotes Ciroc. Diddy is the guy that has multiple women and he's all on social media. He's still having children. That's Diddy. You can't be Diddy now. You can't be Bad Boy. No, you're a bad boy. Remember, we're going to promote him as Bad Boy. We have to go back to Mr. Combs, Sean Combs, because that's who you are.
Yeah.
Right now, they have labeled him as like a El Chapo in the sex industry.
Yeah.
And since you're El Chapo, we got to come with armored trucks and SWAT team guys to raid both of your homes at the same time.
Right.
That's the beauty of that warrant. That warrant has a time and date, an exact time and date for it to be executed. And they did it at the same time. They did it as if it was being simulcasted.
Yeah.
Where you had the networks have, the way it works, you have the networks, they have a pool camera. One pool camera is the camera for all the networks. So when you flip your television from ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC, the scene is the same.
Right.
It's the same visual because it's just that one pool camera that everybody's operating on. Well, they had one pool camera, and think about it. It was well orchestrated because they gave the media time to be in place.
Yeah. Wow. Dang.
Because when I worked in the news business, they brought in all of these strategists, and they were bringing these psychologists to help us on how to tell a story, how to paint a person negatively, how to make a person look guilty. The first rule that I was taught, in order to make someone look guilty, and you want to control public opinion, and you want to control the jury pool, and you want to taint the jury pool against a person who's been accused of whatever, is to first get them in handcuffs.
Wow. Because
the minute that you see a person in handcuffs, you deem them as being guilty.
Yeah.
That too.
We all do that. It's common nature. It's the way the mind works.
Yeah.
The media has the juice to control the mind. It's all about perception. So the perception that was given, we're going to give the media an opportunity to get in place so they can come and be in a spot to see our trucks, our convoy, as if we're in Iraq.
Right.
Raid this multi-million-dollar, this billion-dollar community. But we're going to raid the home of a black man.
Put his children in cuffs and have that visually on the screen and never see him get
because now that the children now are labeled just as heinous as the father.
Right.
Because what they have done is saying, no, now your children can't publicly come on Hip Hop Uncensored and speak eloquently about their father. Because now we now don't want to hear about what you got to say about your dad. Why were you in handcuffs? What did you do wrong? So you don't give them an opportunity to even talk about, hey, we were just playing video games. It's AEA week. It's spring break.
Right.
That's why we're in Miami. So you take their privilege away of being able to be an advocate for their dad.
Right. I was listening to a Long Crime Network yesterday, and they were interviewing an FBI agent, and they said no doubt Diddy will face sex trafficking charges. What are your thoughts?
That's true. That's true.
Wow.
They don't. Why would you implement resources at that level that day alone for being there on 2 different coasts and the manpower you had there? It's going to be a price tag of $1 million+. It's up in the millions.
Wow.
You have to understand the federal government prints the money. They have unlimited resources. So right now, at Homeland Security, their only job is to isolate your way to get resources, financial resources, to travel. You're under a watchful eye. Charges have not been filed, but you're under a watchful eye. So now, you know, Mr. Combs' attorneys are probably telling him, you have to stay put. You can't move. You know, when TMZ got a picture of him, what was he walking around Miami Airport by himself? You can't move. You have a yacht. You have a plane. The mistake what a lot of people do, and I understand your agents and your managers, they want you to show what wealth looks like. Because people then say, I want to be like him. It helps elevate your entourage. It elevates your celebrity status when people see those things. If you remember early part of last year, you saw Mr. Combs showing off his black yacht and had his staff, 100+ people on the deck.
Yeah.
His plane matched his yacht. Well, what he has to understand, that was the beginning of the setup. It was no different than Denzel Washington wearing the fur coat.
Yeah.
The mink coat. The quickest things that get you under a watchful eye of an investigation is when you start buying luxury items, cars, jewelry, airplanes, and boats. First off, where did this Negro get this kind of money from? That's how they think.
That's a fact.
You know, how did he slip through the cracks? They saw it's the same formula. Before the charges happened against Mr. Cosby, I'll never forget, touring all over the U.S. Summer 2014, he calls me and said, Andrew, there's some gawker with Newsweek wrote an article trying to compare me, R. Kelly, Woody Allen as sexual predators. He said, what do you think about it? I said, it's not going to work. He said, okay, well, they're going to honor me this year for the Johnny Carson Award. It's going to be the first time that they do a Johnny Carson Award. It's going to be something annual. I'm going to be the first one to get the Johnny Carson Award in New York City. I have a new television show coming out by Sony that Sony's producing. It's going to be on NBC. It's going to debut February 15th, February of 2015. So shows are selling out. Agents got him booked. They got him moving. Same thing with Diddy. They build you up to destroy you. They let Sean Combs win VMA awards. He comes out with a new album called Love.
Right.
They give him all the accolades. We're going to give you the Last Supper. They gave him the Last Supper. Now Judas is going to come and kiss you on the cheek.
You know, let me. I got to do it. I'm going to play devil's advocate real quick, right? I got to because
please do.
On the table, right? So you have Diddy, and his reputation is okay. Yeah, he may have exhibited some weird homosexual behavior in the past. Nobody can refute that, deny it. We don't know, right? He has done some very shady and unhumane things when it comes to the record industry. A lot of people complain about his managerial practices when it comes to the industry. And now we kind of box all this into this melting pot of him being a sex trafficker. He's done it. There's no way he didn't do it. Andrew, there's no way he didn't do it. This is who he is. Is there a chance or a speck that all of this is true, in your opinion? Because we went back and forth about this a lot, and we don't know. We just want to give the other side. But in your opinion, watching and seeing what you see, is there any chance that any of this is true?
Look, everybody in the Constitution says that everyone is innocent until proven guilty.
Facts.
So here we are. We can speculate. I foresee charges being filed against him because you don't put forth that many resources and you don't plan to file charges. You have to always understand that what they learned from Mr. Cosby, they made the mistakes, and it wasn't Mr. Cosby's attorneys that walked him out of that prison. It was his publicist, crisis manager that walked him out.
Talk about
That's unheard of. It's never been done before. So I see what's coming down the pipe with Diddy. I see that charges are going to be filed. I see that, you know, the FBI and all of these federal agencies are now involved because the FBI job and only role is to isolate you from your friends. Because when they start interviewing your friends, then people don't want to take your calls because they're going to figure that you're recording them, that either you have now taken a deal with the FBI to bring bigger names forward. So we can't always say just because we see a speck of something that dust right there is going to destroy the whole home. Or that dust has some type of element to it to destroy the whole home, or that dust is so powerful that it's going to stop us from being able to breathe clean air in our homes. You know, just because you see a speck of dust doesn't mean that your home is dirty. You just might have a home that's made out of wood, you know, but it doesn't mean that you have a dirty house. And that's what I want to remind people. Just because the media have shown you a speck of dust when it comes to Mr. Combs, he's a citizen of these United States, and he's innocent until proven guilty. We can speculate all day, but one thing that we know, guys, I've worked with hip hop artists. I had the pleasure to work with a number of hip hop artists back in the day, and I had the pleasure to work with Jazzy Faye. We worked on a number of projects together. I used to be in the studio with Jazzy in Atlanta, and all of the animals would pull up in the parking deck. I call the Lamborghinis the animals, and they would pull up in the parking deck, and we were in the studio, and Gucci Mane was next door recording, and all of that. So I've been around that. I've seen that, and what I have recognized and understood, Ruben Studdard. Ruben would tell you today, I helped him get on American Idol. I helped raise the money for him to go try out for American Idol, one of my best friends. So I understand that industry. And I understand that the music industry is the most heinous industry out of all the branches of the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
It's the most ruthless out of all the branches of the entertainment industry. And what a lot of artists out here, especially in the hip hop world, do, they're so captivated in all of the luxury that comes with that. You know, not just the money, not just the cars and the jewelry, not just the women, but all the other luxuries that come with it. You know, how they have to walk around and bring all this attention to themselves. But that's what the managers and the agents of the record and the A&R people, they want that image. They're creating that brand, so when it's time to tear you down, they have the ability to do so because they controlled you. They created you. You forgot about who you were. You forgot about how you got there. And you have to understand what a lot of people have forgotten about And I'm going to remind you today, Diddy's best friend who funded him, who was a kingpin out of Virginia, Corey Jacobs, received a presidential pardon from Obama and Eric Holder.
Wow.
He had 16 life sentences in federal prison. Google Corey Jacobs. He's living with Diddy now.
Wow.
Diddy kept at least $100,000 on his books when he was in prison. $100,000 or more. It's more to this story.
Yeah.
Go do the research on Corey Jacobs, who lived with Diddy now.
Wow.
He's one of Diddy's advisors. He went down. He was the one that funded Bad Boy. They all went to middle school and high school together.
Okay.
And Google Corey Jacobs and Obama. Obama gave him a pardon.
Yep.
He was the kingpin. He had 16 life sentences.
Wow.
You think somebody in the federal government is not pissed off?
Yeah.
And just always remember this with Mr. Combs. If we ever talk, I would tell him this. When somebody set you up, it's not that far away. It's usually within your backyard. It's somebody who you have pissed off, who might have came to you and said, look, I need to buy a house. And you said, hey, get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
It's usually that small. Good friend of mine, she's a former FBI agent, 35 years. And another college classmate of mine, he runs an FBI office. And one thing they always told me, the FBI, we don't have time to just go and look into people. We don't have the time to do all of that. Usually when an investigation starts on a person, it started probably 7 to 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And it usually happens because it's somebody you pissed off, that you promised something and they didn't get what they want. So they was heated at that moment and they called and gave us a tip. So when they called the tip line and give us a tip, then we said, oh, we just got a tip. Then you have a supervisor say, hey, why don't you look into this? You got to remember, most of the people in the FBI agency, most of them are lawyers. They have some form of law training. They've been to law school in some form or another. And then that one person who's hungry to make a name for themselves in the bureau comes back and say, I found something. So like the wheels of justice churn slowly, the FBI could sit and wait on you for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
They could just wait it out. They're not eager to move on anything. The government's never eager to, the federal government, never eager to move on anything. They want to build a case and allow you to have fun. But they have the ability to say, you know what? It's like a parent. Hey, the fun is over. It's time to do homework. And Mr. Combs, it's time to do homework. The fun is over. It's time. You can't go outside and play no more. You can't be out playing. You can't enjoy life no more. We've taken that away. We've given you enough years to have fun. Wow. Now we're going to show you what life really looks like. The federal government, they are our parents.
Pretty much.
They're our parents. So you're never an adult.
Right.
You have to pay your property taxes. You have to pay your taxes. You never become a full-grown adult as long as you have the federal government hovering over you.
Right.
So what Mr. Combs has to do now is start reaching out to a Hip Hop Uncensored, and he has to come to a place where people look like him. I never forget having a conversation with Reverend Jackson's wife, Mrs. Jackson, Mrs. Jacqueline Jackson. And her 80th birthday was a week and a half ago. And we always spend time together talking and having a great time. And she said the worst thing that any Black iconic figure could do is move out of their community.
Mm.
And she said that was the worst thing that my friends, Mr. Cosby, could have done. She said, if you look at Hyde Park, Mr. Farrakhan lives in the community. She said, we live in the community. The worst thing that a successful entertainer can ever do is isolate themselves from their people.
Mm.
She said in the 60s, the 50s, Nat King Cole was your neighbor.
Right.
You look at Baldwin Hills, they call it the Black Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
That's where a lot of the Black celebrities lived. And then they decided, I want to integrate myself into Beverly Hills, but you're never going to be accepted because your last name determines your acceptance. Because your last name has a lineage to it to say, oh yeah, his great grandfather lived here in Beverly Hills. That's that street name. You won't ever get a street named after you in Beverly Hills.
Right.
You won't ever get a street named after you in the Hamptons. You won't ever get a street named after you in the Homeby community where Diddy has a house in LA because you're not of LA. They're going to try to bring all types of things against him. They're going to say, well, look, he ran a sex trafficking ring. He's had people murdered. Don't be surprised if you don't see Biggie Smalls come up, that he had his hands in that. He had his hands in Tupac murder.
Yeah. Yep.
They're going to stack the deck so high,
man,
that they cover all the dots so that he can never come back and say double jeopardy.
Man, I want to address the elephant in the room real quick, and that's Jay-Z. Everybody's been talking about Jay-Z. First, why is he so silent? And everybody's saying that Jay-Z is going to be next. I keep seeing it.
I've been saying that from day one of Mr. Cosby. I stood
Right.
on the steps of Montgomery Courthouse and I said, Jay-Z, President Obama, LeBron James, they're not going to let you leave here as King James. They didn't let Mr. Cosby leave as America's dad. They're not going to have that happen. If you guys sit back idle and you don't come and stand with us and so show solidarity and put our resources together, you open yourself up. The only thing that's saving Jay-Z right now is his relationship with the Obamas and him being married to Beyonce.
Wow. Ooh,
however, don't believe and think they're going to allow America to have two Black dynasties.
Ooh.
And you got to understand, Jay-Z opened himself up at the Grammys when he criticized them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh.
When you criticize the gatekeeper and you talk about your wife has won more Grammys than anybody who has gotten album of the year. No, you're attacking our own. How dare you? Who do you think you are? We let you, and then you're going to take the Grammy Award and sip champagne out of it.
Right. Yep.
Look, the heat's coming. But what they're saying to Jay-Z, look, you're going to have to be quiet because just last year, Diddy had a party at his LA home and you were there.
Right beside him. Yep.
Y'all were dapping it up. So Jay-Z, you don't think Jay-Z's being interviewed right now?
Ooh.
Look,
Yes, he is.
How are we going to allow you, this black man, to be over providing all of the entertainment for the Super Bowl halftime show, NBA All-Star game? And what Jay-Z has to understand, they have used you to take down other black people like the Chris Browns of the world. Look, Chris Brown page is dead.
Oh, wow.
I remember being with Chris Brown. I have a photo I could send to you guys. My daughter was young. She was probably maybe 11 years old. My nephew at the time, he's doing federal time because he tried to rob a bank. He was probably 10 at the time, and some other young people. And these guys out of Chicago reached out to me because it was this young guy, Chris Brown. They was like, we want you to meet him and possibly work with him. Man, when I met Chris Brown, I'll send you the photo, Sam. When I met him, he was this 19-year-old with no tattoos, just clean, doing backflips, and just a clean cut guy. And when you look at him now, man, because he's so angry and he's so frustrated, I'm not saying anything's about wrong with a tattoo. I'm just saying you look at how his image has changed because he's frustrated, because how he's being treated. First off, he was a young man when that happened with Rihanna. At the time, Rihanna was calling him, telling him happy birthday. They had a cordial relationship. But what I'm saying, we have to stop tearing down each other. One thing you've never seen me go on any platform and tear down my own people. I give insight to what's going on, but I don't say this person is a bad person. But I have to remind people that if we have a show of unity, imagine if Mr. Cosby, Sean Combs, Sean Carter, Russell Simmons, Robert Kelly, if they all came together and stood together and they pull their resources together and say, you know what, we're going to set up some type of fund or nonprofit where we're going to dump each $40 to $50 million in here, and we're going to make sure that people have proper representation, because everybody deserves representation, because we're going to make sure the government cannot just come after us and make up, alleged allegations, because anyone can make up an accusation. Just because there's an accusation out there doesn't mean it's true.
Right.
But we live in a world now, social media, where the government and mainstream media has said, you know what? Let's throw a bone to these so-called influencers. They give our so-called influencers enough to say, okay, well, you get to be monetized. All you're probably making is maybe $25 or, max maybe $800, some people.
Right.
Only a select few are making the millions of dollars. They have to give a select few of us the opportunity to have 20, 30 million followers like Kai Cenat or whatever the guy name is. Because they have to say we're being fair. And we fall for it, and we was like, well, yeah, they got, but they only got 5 people that look like us who making $4 million a year off of social media.
Yeah.
Now, if we stop drinking the Kool-Aid and falling for the okie doke, because now they used to hold our neck back and force the Kool-Aid down our throat. We willingly drink the Kool-Aid now.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
We willingly drink it now, and we willingly go on these platforms with no evidence, no proof. We have nobody from the business on. You guys are one of the few platforms that bring actual people on who have knowledge in that industry to educate the public. we have to quit falling for that game because first of all, it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
And for Mr. Combs, look, I wish him the best.
Mm-hmm.
He can overcome this, but he can't overcome it unless you got somebody who's done it before.
Now, Diddy's track record, right, over the years, we've heard so many rumors about this dude the last 20 years, his sexuality, like I said, his business practices. For the most part, this is him. He stays silent. You know what I mean? He doesn't go out there. He's not throwing lawsuits. He's not really defending himself publicly. He kind of just lets things ride. Like, for example, like a 50 Cent. You're not talking about a 50 Cent the way you talk about Diddy. You have a lawsuit on your table in 20 minutes. You're not going to take us if we have a lawsuit on your table in 20 minutes. So should Diddy, in your opinion, maybe change up some of that? And I know you alluded to earlier in the conversation, maybe him not personally coming out here and saying it, but some type of representation. Or if he were to say something going on the right platform and saying it, given the opportunity to make sure he puts the narrative the way it needs to be. Do you think he will do it, in your opinion?
Look, this is a different element for a different Sean Combs now.
Yeah.
You know, Sean Combs has never faced the Homeland Security investigative team raiding his homes. You know, it might have been a lawsuit here and there. Somebody suing for their publishings.
Right.
But we've never seen Sean Combs face civil suits at this level. Right. Not at a level where we have a hashtag Me Too.
Mm-hmm.
He's never seen this before. You know, silence is a beautiful thing. Look, I will always tell someone when they reach your Miranda rights, they tell you have the right to remain silent. He does have the right to remain silent, but you got to find those surrogates that could go out on your behalf and say, this is not the man that I know.
Yeah.
And you gotta pull those individuals out now while you have some lifelines left. I always say you have, when allegations like these happen, you have a small window to cash in your poker chips. You got a small window to cash in those favors. So now is the time to say, hey, Mary, I need you. Mary, I need what as soon as the allegations happened against Mr. Cosby, the first person I called and asked to come out on his behalf at the height of it all in December of 2014 was Felicia Rashad.
Right.
So he has to start pooling those people because he has to create his own jury pool. Because they have tainted the jury pool against him now. They have shown you that no man who has a sexual assault allegation waged against him and charges have been filed is going to win in the Southern District of New York. Donald Trump didn't win. Robert Kelly didn't win. Jeffrey Epstein didn't win.
Right.
They have Harvey Weinstein didn't win.
Right.
All in New York. They have shown you that when they select a juror supposed to be of your peers, and you have to understand, and research has shown it, that the level of education of a juror is 7th grade.
Wow.
Research shows that. Go do the research. And what I'm saying, you have to be out now putting information out there to potential jurors.
Because public perception is important, and that's pretty much what they're riding off of.
Right, because you got two courtrooms. You got the courtroom where the case would happen, and then you got the courtroom on the steps and outside, the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
If you don't win on the courtroom outside, how do you win inside?
Mm.
Because right now, okay, tell me when you go and you have most jurors are sequestered. Nobody's sequestered right now because charges have not been filed. So while they have not been sequestered,
great point,
and they have the capabilities of being on their phone, watching social media, listening to the news, reshape your narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Reshape the narrative right now. Because you have the ability right now to control the message. You have the ability right now to control the mind. You still have influence. Look, you gave Howard University $1 million. They took your money, didn't give it back, but took your name off everything. We've seen that story before where they did it to Bill Cosby. Every university, PWIs and HBCUs, took the money and gave nothing back. You're not going to get that goodwill ambassador money back.
Right.
Those people have already formulated an opinion of you. You have to reach the mind of the 7th grader. You have to reach that mindset that's going to die to get on a jury, overseeing a potential Diddy trial, alleged Diddy trial. Because why? They see a book opportunity in it for them. You got to understand, now people are going to really ride your coattail and you have no way to stop it.
Yeah.
People are going to make money off of you and you have no way to stop it because you know what? They have painted you as a monster.
Yeah.
That's a good, what do you think about, because you saying that, right, makes me think of, you see a lot of Diddy's former artists, former employees that in hindsight may have spent a month with him, but they know this man's whole life story. They're on every platform, every publication saying that, oh yeah, I remember when Diddy was here doing this. Oh, I remember when Diddy was here doing that, doing this. Them disgruntled employees coming out and saying all kind of stuff, and we're running with it. Like everybody's running with it. What do you think about that dynamic? On
well, because somebody has been on the inside of a person's life doesn't mean that they know everything.
That's a fact.
The cook was just a cook. You know what I'm saying? He was just a cook.
Right.
The server was no different than the waitress in a restaurant. She just plated the meal and put it on the table.
Right.
They were not privy to sitting at the table with him and having dinner with him. But because somebody worked in your establishment, it's no different than an employee working in a conglomerate. How many times do you think they get to see the president?
Word.
Or even the executive vice president? They don't. They only know their job description. But anybody can make up a story, especially in the era that we live in now. Because I could just go online right now. I could put up, if I wanted to, I could create a whole narrative against anybody I work with. Terrence Howard and I, we were together in December and we're doing some stuff together right now. And I could paint him right now. Because I remember I was having lunch with Lester Holt, and he said to me at lunch, he said, what advice would you give to a person who has any form of celebrity? And the first thing I said, be careful with who you take a picture with.
Ooh.
I said, because if you're in the picture, you can be framed.
Yeah. Ooh. I was a bar right there, Mr. Wyatt.
Yes,
I was a bar right there.
Yeah. You can be framed. So be careful who you take that picture with. Because somebody could take Sam Ogard, somebody could take a picture with y'all right now, and they just saw y'all coming out because they see your podcast and they want to get you. And then the next thing you know, see, I was with him early in the day and he raped me. A picture speaks 1,000 words, but right now it speaks millions of words of your guilt or your innocence. Somebody's in somebody's picture right now and they are on somebody there. It's in a frame. And now it doesn't have to be a frame hanging on the wall. It's a frame in your cell phone. You are a frame.
Yeah.
And when you're a frame, that means you can be framed.
This was powerful.
Yeah, needed.
Yeah.
Needed.
So I say to everybody, you are no longer regular. The moment you can Google your name, you lost the ability to be regular. We're not in the 50s and 60s or 70s anymore, where you can go knock on the door and Marvin Gaye is listed in the white pages.
Right.
That era is gone.
Right.
We're in a different environment now. And the minute that I can Google you and you're recognizable, your status has elevated and you're no longer regular. So regular folks can't do regular things anymore. So your circle becomes tighter and you watch what you say. Your security person can't know everything about you.
Right.
They're your security to secure you from facing bodily harm. They're not your security to know what's happening in your marriage and your relationship. That's none of their business. Because the minute they get a piece of some impropriety in your personal life, they have the ability to use it against you when they don't get what they want, or they see you make more than them.
Yep. Great point.
So unless you're putting your security team in the same lifestyle as you, they're gonna form some type of envy against you. Look, I tell everybody the most dangerous person in the world is a lazy person with ambition.
Ooh, don't we know it? Don't we know it? Man.
This is the most dangerous person in the world because they lazy. They don't do nothing all day, but they have the ambition to take you down. And you could crack a person's head open and you could put all type of knowledge in there, but you can't put ambition in there.
It's a fact.
So what Diddy has to understand, what Mr. Combs has to understand, is that he got a lot of lazy people around him who got ambition. And those same lazy people took that ambition in your circle because you move with too many people. When you move with too many people, the binoculars are not meant to rotate. They're meant to be still and give you a visual. Your binoculars can't rotate. You can't rotate your head and see what everybody is doing. While you're stunned walking around, you got some guy in the back of you frowning, mean mugging you. Like, man, who do he think he really is? But you're paying him.
Yeah.
He's a lazy person with ambition.
Don't we know it? Got any more?
Nah.
Yeah, we're gonna drop the gavel right there, man. Yeah, Andrew Wyatt on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, man. We appreciate you. We know you're a busy brother. We can go on all day, man, but we're not gonna do that.
I enjoy talking to you guys, man, and thank you for having me on. And my only reason for coming on is not about me. It's to educate people on we have to.
Woo! That's a good way to look at it. Another eye lens to look at it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe that man guilty. I'm being honest. I ain't gonna be the one to sit back and sugarfoot it or cupcake it. There's too much going on, but that man guilty. Now if it come out that he not guilty, I'll be the first one to say, you know what? I was wrong. But that man guilty. Let's get them likes up, man. And I see different things going on. Like I am not watching another program when I'm live. So I don't know if people like be thinking that I'm watching something else. No, when I'm live, I'm live. I don't care about another program. I don't care about nothing else. But I'm focusing on me and my platform when I'm live. So, with that being said, I honestly think Diddy is guilty as late. I can debate about it because there's just so much. I'm not gonna say that, but there's just so much that's there. I mean, it's just crazy. Like just let it play out in court. That's all I say. Just let it play out in court. A lot of people probably don't like Lil Rod because he did what he did. He said something, and especially when it made him feel uncomfortable. And what kills me is that people try to take the voice from him for doing that. Nah, man, you can't take that man's voice. You can't take that man's voice at all. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give you something to think about. Okay? Before I get out of here, I'm going to give you something to think about. And what I mean by something to think about, I'm going to really give you something to think about. And what I'm going to give you to think about is this right here. Hold on. It's this right here. Y'all know I always give you a powwow and I build you up and then I just let you down real slowly. So let's do it like this. The same picture that y'all see behind me, right? It's right here. The same place where they landed at, where the plane is at, is right there. Right? But I'm gonna read you a memoir that Diddy was talking about. Now watch this. The Adrenochrome Witch by Diddy. And this is the little novel that he scrapped. It's called The Adrenochrome Witch by Diddy. And it says, once upon a time, in the land of Hollywood, many women came into acting careers and were exposed to higher authorities who didn't know God or accept the Lord Jesus Christ into their hearts as their eternal Savior. Many of these women started off innocent and had good intentions when they entered the world of Hollywood and the elite. These women were subject to, hold on. These women were subject to, hold on. I can't do it like that. These women were subject to, people subject to thought they could have anything in their life, in life they wanted, because they felt they could purchase anything with money. One of the most coveted things many of these women wanted was eternal youth. They tried many beauty creams like ones made by Estee Lauder, Chanel, and Olive Olay. They even used Dove cream soap daily, and they started wanting to look like a 12-year-old again when they were in their 30s and beyond. Why would a grown woman want to look like a child? Maybe one reason is that they feel they couldn't get high-paying, highly sought-after acting parts in the hottest movies and soap opera daytime shows. Maybe because they feel they could lose their husbands to the next blonde thing that moved into Hollywood. These women lost their childhood values, and the values taught to them by their moms and grandmothers. Some even started serving another god. Many of them made $1 million per episode and had so much money they felt they could have anything in the world they desired, including everlasting youth. They started seeking out ways to have eternal youth. Women would start losing their self-esteem and self-love when they, when they would see young, pretty blondes at the studios. Catching the eyes of their studio executive husbands, this affected them so much. Many of them lost all of their moral fiber, if they had any to begin with, to seek out eternal beauty at the expense of innocent children. These women started attending elite secret parties. The best way to describe those parties is in the Eagles song, Hotel California. The lyrics to the song tell you everything you need to know about how the secret club sought out eternal youth. End of the sample. So, I guess you wonder, like, Dana, why would you read that? I mean, it's an okay read, but I'm gonna show you why. This is the Adrenochrome witch. This is the same lady that you see with Jeff Epstein. The same lady that you see with Ghislaine Maxwell. The same lady, but you see with Hillary Clinton. And look who you see with her. With his arm around, grabbing her waist. I'm just saying, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. So like I say, what you're seeing now is a movie. You're looking through a movie. I'm done. I'm about to go back to set. And I just had to bring y'all an update. But I'm about to go back to set. And hey, it is what it is. Love every last one of y'all. Don't forget, elephants don't swat flies. And jets fly with turbulence. Always be someone important. Be yourself. And remember this. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Now, what I'm going to do is Friday is this week. And somebody that's dear to me, y'all don't know her, but somebody that's dear to me, I'm going to invite her on our channel. Her birthday was yesterday. And on Friday, we're just going to celebrate with her. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we don't know if people got somebody to, show them love. And we don't know if people having a bad day or feeling a bad day. But we can sit back and tell them, yo, we don't even know you, but we rock with you. It's your day. And y'all know how I do. If your birthday is in a month, the rest of the month is your birthday month. I don't do days. Days are limited. Months have multiple days. So I'm going to invite this young lady over here on Friday, and we're just going to have a party, man. We just going to have a good time for her. Everybody speak to her, say hi. I mean, she's a very beautiful and friendly person. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. And we're just going to set some things into order. You know what I mean? And that's going to be Friday night. I got some things lined up for this Friday going on. I see y'all. Free Robert Kelly. Great live, Dana. Thank you so much. Free R. Kelly. Yeah, definitely. Free R. Kelly until it's backwards. You know what I mean? I don't got time for the other stuff that people doing. It's crazy. But it is what it is. Y'all have fun. I'm up out of here. I gotta get my hair cut, everything. Oh my God, I look a mess. I've been dealing with so much stuff. And remember, man, y'all continue praying for my city, man. Y'all pray for me as God guide me and what I need to do, because I'm really leaning on after this election to go be the mayor of Baltimore, to go back home and be the mayor of Baltimore, because after Sheila Dixon, there's nobody that's capable of doing it. Not on a level that needs to be done. And I'm the one to do it. So I might just give up the acting for a while and go back and, you know, be mayor just to help try to save my city. I mean, I don't know yet. But I'm leaning more towards that. So that's where it's at. Y'all be blessed. I'm up out of here. Don't forget prayers for Baltimore. The city needs everybody. Whether you know anybody from Baltimore, whether you like anybody from Baltimore, just say a little prayer, man. Because right now we are under attack. And I mean, I'm still waiting on a call from a person I grew up with that was working out there that night. So I don't know. I mean, I was told this person was out there. I don't know for sure. So I'm just waiting on the call. I got a lot on my mind when it comes to that. People lost their lives, and that's a big thing for me. So Stephanie said, you can do it, Dana. You're very knowledgeable. Listen, y'all don't understand how much I have on my plate and how much I take on my plate. But I take on so much, but I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? I can handle it. So it is what it is. DanaJay up out of here. Y'all be blessed. One dream team for life. And without y'all, there's no me. I'm out of here. Gone. I said I'm out of here. Gone.
Friendly reminder, I want you to stop worrying about who like your pictures, baby. They see you. They watching. You got your foot on their neck, baby. Big motion. And guess what? They gonna screenshot this and talk about you in the group chat, so you might as well go off. Ain't no tippy-toeing. Ain't no playing it small. Ain't no playing it safe, baby. You big pressure. Stand on that.
If you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you, long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not planning to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good. Message for the youngsters out there and the old school, not old fools. Look at me.
Whatever you want, whoa, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Oh, whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Oh, whatever you want, oh, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need. Sometimes I'm